Good morning and welcome. My name is Rob, aka Lantern Noir, and for the first time in 3 months, I get to play Dungeons and Dragons with these amazing people, and I cannot say nearly enough how excited I am for that opportunity. We started the Candlekeep Mysteries back when the game came out, and so we get together as often as we can, which is going to be tough around the holidays. And good morning, Zoggy and Flo and Loaf. It's good to have you in the chat with us. There are ways to help out from chat, which we'll talk about in a couple, but I don't want to put off letting everyone introduce themselves and see if we can all remember who we are for these opportunities. So we'll go around the table. Who are you? Where do we find you? Who are you playing tonight? This morning? Tonight? This afternoon? It's kind of all of them, given our international cast. And then, we need an introductory question. Let's see. An introductory question this morning might... Oh, you know what? What's the thing you missed the most about having had to wait 3 months to play this character again? That's a good one. We'll go with that. And we'll go around the table. We're going to start with Jessie.
Hi everyone, I'm Jess. You can find me at Enceladasaurus. I stream machine learning, data science, programming, game dev stuff, and video games. I am currently living in Stockholm, Sweden, so I am the the person making the time zones a little bit difficult. Thank you, friends, for being willing to be flexible. And then tonight I am playing Mir, Water Ganassi Bard, and the thing that I have most missed about playing this character is that in the other D&D campaigns that I'm playing in right now, I'm playing characters that have like a lot of the same personality traits I do, just maybe like more or extra, like made more extreme, whereas Mir to me feels like very much the opposite of my sort of natural personality. So I've missed kind of being able to play somebody so different. So yeah, I'm excited. I've also missed Mir's interactions with Ember, let's be real. So... I missed that a lot. I mean, wait. Last game, didn't we have... Wasn't there something rather major there? Am I misremembering? Maybe I'm misremembering.
No, I feel like there was.
2 games. 2 games ago.
Two games ago.
When we
Smooch? Okay, yep.
Is that what
you're
thinking of?
Yes. Obviously. I'm like, the blue makeup helps with hiding the blush. Okay.
It was the smooch to free you from the horrible rhyme.
That's what it was.
Thank you.
And we've never spoken about it again.
No. Yep. That's very on brand. So.
All right, we'll slide over. Elenarius, the table is yours.
So who I am.
Yes.
And what was the question again?
Who are you? Where do we find you? Who are you playing? And what do you miss about having to wait 3 months to play that character again?
All right, cool. I'm Lunaris. I'm playing a rogue monk elf named Jansen. Where do you find me? As Jansen, standing against a wall, brooding. As Lunaris, Twitch, and then... What have I missed the most? I think I'm very calm and quiet. Not calm and quiet. That's the exact opposite of what I am 90% of the time. I'm very like kind and kind spoken, I think, or I try to be, and very much I'll keep non-confrontational. So like if I have a like contradictory opinion to something, I'm very introverted about it, because it's like I would rather make sure that everybody else is happy, everybody else is good and stuff. And kind of like Jessie, Jansen's the exact opposite of that. She's very outspoken and very like attitude driven, and just kind of says and does whatever they want to. And it's really fun to almost like practice being able to just say stuff, I think. So it's a fun mental exercise, but it's also just really enjoyable to be able to put myself in that mindset just for fun. So yeah, I'm excited. I've missed dancing a lot.
Awesome. We're going to slide over and we're going to pick up Tiffany.
Hi, I'm Tiffany, or TS. I am playing Sho, or Shonela Haran, your favorite barbarian librarian. You can see me on Lantern's channel. On Wednesdays, that's what I do. Otherwise, I do a lot of weird random things like kayaking in the middle of winter, because I can. What I miss most about her is hitting things. Yeah, going with a lot of the whole, like, different than me. I don't really have a lot of desire to hit things some days. But Joe I miss hitting things. I'm not going to lie. And always being able to reach for the book I really, really want. I think that was it.
That'll work. Molly?
Hi everybody, I'm Barely Molly, or Bear or Molly, whatever you prefer, and I don't do a lot of Twitch stuff nowadays, although I am going to be trying to set up part 2 of my D&D one-shot for next month. I still need to get with my players on that, so that'll be a weekend in February, hopefully. And if you want to see any art, I do a lot of artwork. I post on my Twitter, so if you want to see art, especially D&D related art, it's all over there. And ooh, I truly miss Ember. Every time I play, I have to remind myself, you are not Ember today. I feel like it's like cathartic to play her because she's so like uninhibited by like shame or just says whatever she wants, kind of does whatever she wants. It's very like a cathartic experience. If I see something, I get it, I want it, I like it, I'm gonna have it. And that's how Ember is, and I truly enjoy it because it's like one brain cell working on a loop. And also, of course, this group is the best, so.
I'm just thinking about, I don't want to talk too much about the other games we play and I run, but I want it, so I go get it. That's Sam. I'm hyper-focused on one thing at a time. Sam. I speak whatever I'm thinking. Sam. Are you sure they're not different?
But here's the thing. Here's the difference. Sam is very much so one-minded about anything that's like, it has to have a purpose or like a logic to it. Whereas Ember is on impulse of like, I see it, I want it, I like it. It doesn't mean that it's useful to her, like glass eyeballs that she hoards or pretty seashells. Sam has to have a reason for things. Ember does not.
Fair. Absolutely fair point. So that being the case, it's been a minute, so we're going to have to do a bit of a recap. The party, I'll do the big thing, especially for all the new viewers. And thank you everyone that's new that came in. And thank you for the new follows and everything else. I just broke 600 this morning, which is kind of not a small deal in this gig. This is a group that got together. We've been playing through the Candlekeep Mysteries, which is a collection of short adventures, each focused around a book. So the party has had quite a few adventures over the time. They've delved into a parallel dimension inside a book. They have been trapped underneath the Candlekeep because there was a book that made everybody sing a song. It's like, take the idea of having It's a Small World stuck in your head and dial it up to 11 with a spirit trying to murder you. So we had that. They've also journeyed far and wide a couple of times. And at one point, they even put me into a position where we had to go deal with Jansen's demons. Because Jansen started the game with, we say people have demons, those nagging negative thoughts that just sort of like plague at them. Jansen had those, but they were literal demons.
But aren't they back though?
Are they back?
Something happened last time, and I just remember being really not okay with us ending at the time. But now I can't remember why.
Didn't they get replaced with like your dad?
Yeah.
Like, didn't they become
There's-
good?
Well, her dad, your dad was very proud of you because you had that one episode where essentially you watched everybody die in the one plane of dread.
Yeah, I remember that.
You were doing.
And then it was on, but then we were somewhere, and
The last episode you were talking to Sarah, who was the
Maybe
spirit and
that's-
connecting.
maybe
I
that's
wonder
what
if
I'm
that's
She
it.
has
remembering.
demons.
Yeah.
Plus, there might be some Return of the Demons this session. There's a lot of interesting things that could happen. And I will always plug the Candlekeep book. Now, I didn't like it at first because it was so disjointed, but I found with just a little bit of work, you can make a pretty interesting campaign out of them. Plus, you can fit them into all kinds of other games. So, little plug there for WotC. I don't get paid to say those sort of things. I do also not get paid to mention sweetsteam.com, which are partners to the stream. Sweetsteam.com makes steampunk-themed chocolates, and I'm not going to let her start. I'm just going to have Jessie confirm that they're good, because if she gets going, we'll be here all day.
Seriously, they're amazing. Like, incredibly delicious. And I'm also not paid. They were a wonderful gift from Lantern Noir, and holy crap. I say this, and many of you who know me know that I'm not usually a huge fan of sweets. They're a collection of like dark chocolate and things that are like, they were so well balanced that it's not like, oh yeah. Anyway, they disappeared disturbingly fast. Amazing. Go eat them.
There's a link down on the page, and if you use Steam Noir, you get 5% off your order. So that's kind of a cool thing that they let me do. It doesn't hurt that one of the two CEOs of the company was my best man. So a gig he entirely got because they made me pick one, 'cause I didn't want to pick one, because I looked at all my guy friends that were going to be standing up at the wedding, and I thought, I cannot pick any one of these to be the best. They are all amazing human beings. And then the priest said, yes, but somebody has to sign the marriage certificate. So pick one. So I thought, who's going to give the best speech at the reception? And that's who the gig went to. And he did give a good speech. So it checked out. But last session, Tiffany, are you up for the recap?
Yeah.
Recap last session for us.
Okay. So last session, we were leaving Shemshan's Rhyme, leaving Candlekeep because we had finished that. And our goal was to deliver the book to a friend of Connie's she thought could protect it in Waterdeep. So there was a little bit of like, Ember, are you okay? On our road, we met two people. The first one was a shadow that ended up following us, who Jensen, went and befriended, showing us that we make a lot quicker friends with spirits than we do with actual real life flesh and blood creatures. Anyway, we discovered that this woman who did not actually know she was dead, it's kind of a fun thing, had been tortured from somehow in connection with Yellowcrest. What? You want to say? No, I don't know. Rob, you were making sounds. I didn't know if you wanted that.
Well, I remember too, part of what when Lenarius mentioned the demon thing, there was part of that was connecting with the spirit to relive her final moments.
How did that go?
You died.
So
I died?
Did we see?
We all
and
died.
We saw this. We saw this like dark, like
I'll get
monster
to it.
thing,
Okay.
right? Okay. I'm
We'll
sorry.
let Tiffany
I'm
respond.
sorry, Tiff.
Wait, I died?
No,
you didn't die.
Jensen's
You didn't
okay.
die. It's okay. So we met the spirit, and Jensen really was trying to get her to talk to us. We accidentally told her she was dead, so she had to deal with that. She had been tortured and doesn't have a tongue. Tongue was cut out. Which probably doesn't. I don't know. Anyway, we ended up running into another older traveler coming from Candlekeep. Uttered the phrase, "I'm tired of books." So is still trying to figure out how all those words go together in that phrase. But we ended up giving him a ride. He started teaching Mir some Draconic. Had a book that however you whatever your level of reading was how the story appeared to you. So that was, we all covet that book a lot. He told a bunch of tales, and then he kept almost mentioning that that Ember and Mir were such good friends.
Such good friends.
There's a lot of snorting around that one. Did eventually ask us about the book with Shumshine's Rhyme. We did leave it at the end where we were trying to figure out what he wanted with it, and Mir had enough and just went to go get it. In the meantime, we found that in our collection of books in the wagon, we had a journal that Sarah the Spirit had kind of shown up a couple of times to point out to us till we found it. We did read through it a bit, and at the end we asked Jansen, since she had the most experience with spirits, if they would be able to maybe connect with Sarah's spirit through this. What did happen is Jansen did manage to connect a little bit with her last vision, where Sarah was woken in the night. There was a room that the Lord was in. She went to sneak in, accidentally pushed it open too far and was discovered, saw the master raising an inky, blobby demon with tentacles and eyeballs, and it was not good. She did go back and write about it in her room and hid and waited to essentially be killed. Yeah. So when the Lord, who showed up with now completely black eyes, and we're pretty sure just is the demon now, showed up in a room, when he lunged, he did not lunge to kill the servant girl, he lunged to kill Jansen. Jansen got popped back to us, and that is pretty much where we left it. We're sure the old guy's a dragon, but he hasn't said anything, so we could be wrong. You know how we jump to conclusions.
No.
There's a really awful demon, which is probably still running around and probably killed all of Yellowcrest's family and servants. And we're heading to Waterdeep to drop off a book and possibly try and solve this mystery. I think that was a decent recap. We left it at the point where Ember and Sho are talking to Brundat, which is the older fellow, about the book which has Shumshine's Rhyme, and Mir had literally gone to go get it, and that is where we left it. And it's the next morning because we had set up camp. So, ta-da! Hopefully it works.
That definitely works for me. Do we have any motions for revisions to the minutes? Or do we
I
accept
think, that follows on my notes. So
I accept these terms.
we accept the minutes as offered? Cool.
Yes. I am confusion.
Which is not a bad thing.
The only thing I did leave out that references Ember is Bryndat did recommend we take the journal to a White Dragon's, shove it in the horde where they might not notice, and Ember went, "Horde, you say?"
Ooh.
Tell me more. Because there was a story about a white dragon destroying a village's cow supply because they would not give up their virgins. As you do.
Was that it? Or they just don't want to pay tribute? I feel like I don't feel like
They
I
didn't
actually...
want to. They didn't want to give their virgins for tribute, so he destroyed all of the cows that disappeared.
That'll work. I feel like that's a little on the nose for me, but I'll take
It was
that
early on. It was early on.
as the kind of thing we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Ember was trying to figure out if Bryndat collected stories, books, or there was a third one. She was trying to figure out what he was actually after. So, there you go.
Maybe people? Souls? I don't know what he does.
It was stories, books, or idea. Maybe it was ideas. I don't know. It was yesterday. You'd think I'd remember.
All right. So let's kick this off. We'll be back in a few seconds. We're gonna run the opening titles, and then we're gonna play some D&D. That was not the button that was supposed to happen. Okay, so we got through our glitch. I will say before we start playing that is by the song is by Kathleen Elle. She's a singer-songwriter out of the New Jersey area. She is on Twitch. I think there's a link somewhere around here, and if not, I'll make sure one gets there eventually because she is amazing. So our session is going to begin with everyone kind of around the campfire in the morning. You got a long rest. The fire is has been restoked, and you will awaken to the smell of bacon cooking over it. There's a large hock stuck out on a skewer over the edge of the fire. And the gentleman that has befriended you in the night is currently taking pieces of traveling bread and is kind of like rubbing on the side of the bacon to soak up some of the juices while it cooks down. And he smiles at you as you awake.
At all of us?
Sure.
So he's just standing there smiling at all of us as we're sleeping.
Good morning as you start to stir.
No smiling.
Brenda.
Did we sleep in the wagon and he slept outside, or?
He probably
didn't clarify.
Yeah, he probably slept leaned up against a tree.
Okay. But he didn't, sleep. We all slept. So, did we
Right?
keep watch on this guy, I assume?
Were we?
I think we
so.
traded off watches.
Okay.
Oh,
Just Ember's two glowing eyes from the wagon just all night.
He's been established as relatively harmless.
Okay.
He is not doing anything in the opening moments to
I like him.
To mess with that.
Mirror likes him for sure.
yeah. We decided he was a cool guy.
Yeah.
I accept Gerald and only Gerald, so. Sorry.
I'm gonna go over and
the
grab
Gerald
out-
you tried to murder.
Yeah, I was like, make
Repeatedly.
us like a clip compilation of all the times Jansen tried to slaughter Gerald.
Oh my
and then
God,
only
can
at the
you please
very
see that
end
now?
decided.
It wasn't until he was like, I'm leaving, that it was like, we love you, Gerald.
Okay, sorry. I digress. Sorry.
I'm gonna go start some tea. I don't know if we have coffee in this world.
Oh,
Our morning beverage.
Oh, we no, that is non-negotiable.
Yeah.
Like
Okay, let's start coffee.
she
the only way Mir is ever going to get through.
Well, and the other
Mornings is
reason
with-
Mira really likes him is we did hit a brewery and a meadery on the trip.
Oh yeah, this journey to Waterdeep has been like a wine tour.
It's like a pub crawl.
Yes. Oh yes, I know this fine little place. It's just a bit down the road, and it'll only add 3 hours to the journey.
And this is why it's taken him a week to get this far. He's like, I think it's a day walking to Waterdeep. Maybe not.
Did we establish that we are going to Waterdeep, or we're going
We were
somewhere
going
else?
to Waterdeep to
Okay.
drop the book off. Very specifically, Connie had told us who to drop it off.
I'm gonna find a bottle of leftover whiskey from one of our drop-offs, and I'm just gonna be pouring that in my morning dirt water. Just oh,
So just to clarify, we are in this. Are we at? Where are we exactly?
A
We're
campsite.
in a wagon
There's a
day from
campsite.
Waterdeep.
Yeah, campsite on the side of the road. You've got your wagon with the crates of books, in which there is a crate within a crate within a crate that has the Book of Madness, Shemshime's bedtime rhyme, stored away in.
right.
And it's hidden among all these other books that you're transporting so that people don't go, you're transporting a dangerous magic book? They go, oh, you're transporting books.
And we're on our way to Waterdeep.
Correct.
And this guy we found where?
It was walking towards Waterdeep. We picked him up on the side of the road.
I was against this, I assume.
I think
You were. I
first-
think you were. We were all kind of a little hesitant at first, but you were still very focused on Sarah's spirit, having been around us a couple of times.
And she's just gone.
Yeah, she'll kind of show up and disappear.
I'm gonna go look for her by myself. I'm just gonna poke around the edge of the woods and stuff. Just,
Oh, one of the things we were looking for, that's right. We were looking to see if we came across like a path that looked like it led into maybe a hunting lodge or something. Because we believe that's where the Lord of Yellowcrest was supposedly had gone out to this hunting lodge because he couldn't handle being in the manor where his family had been killed. I forgot about that. So we thought maybe that was why Sarah was hanging out so close on this area, was to lead us to it.
So Jansen's going to go try to track Sarah, huh?
Yep.
Take some bacon.
Bacon.
DM is contemplating how that's going to work. DM is going to ask you to make a survival check. As the DM comes up with something.
Streaming?
Yeah, I'm playing D&D with my friends, remember?
Is it really?
6.
It's not this early because Jesse's in Sweden.
The sun's already set here. It's dark.
Bye.
Beautiful.
It's time for them to go to bed.
When you're 10, you just sort of pop in wherever. And you're a good sport about being 10 because she still hasn't had her birthday. It's been a couple of days. But we've always had stuff complicating it. So we're going to celebrate. She got, not to go off topic, she got a cake Wednesday night. She's getting a cake tonight. And she's having a slumber party next weekend. She's getting a cake for that.
Oh, let's go.
Birthday month.
Didn't
The
skip
month
her
of
birthday. She gets 3 cakes and a slumber party.
They're making up for it. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it.
Mine gets like 3 cakes the next week too for his, because he gets 1 tomorrow for grandparents.
Can't go wrong. Okay, so Jansen goes off and kind of starts looking around for any kind of signs of the spirit. I'm going to say that, especially with a 6, yeah, you find what you think might be a rabbit trail. You think you may have found some deer came this way. You do find a large thing that's either a random puddle or an owlbear print. It's hard to say which.
Where's an owlbear?
A bear with the features of an owl.
Like massive.
And they're really big.
Cute.
Can I go find it? Because that sounds cool.
And you set off to try to track it.
Yeah.
That's fair. Meanwhile, back at camp.
I'm gonna just sort of like thrust my mug of caffeinated liquid towards Ember and just kind of like grunt in the direction of the flask of liquor that she's holding.
I immediately pour some in. Mia, are we really going to Waterdeep, or did I just hallucinate that and we're actually going somewhere much farther away and better?
Oh, I think it's Waterdeep.
Oh, good.
Yep.
Brent will pop up at this moment and go, there is an alternative route. As I did make the offer, and I will speak no more of it if you decline, as I do have my own journeys to make. But, it is entirely at your decision, as the book is yours. But to be completely fair, this particular individual, dragon, monster, would make a very... Let us say that the universe would be pleased to have such a nasty little artifact find its way where she could experience its joys. Then, perhaps you could forego your trip to Waterdeep.
It's very tempting.
Or make it shorter.
How would we have a guarantee that after this dragon supposedly goes mad and I don't know, what's the point of it to die? I'm not quite sure. it's early, and I'm already drinking, so forgive me. But so it goes mad. How are we to know if someone doesn't go in and take the book after it's gone?
Oh, someone probably will. That's their problem then.
Good.
Well, what sort of...
Yeah, no. We've seen what this book can do. Let's the people who know book stuff have told us to take it to one particular place where it will be safe. So I really don't think we should risk that awful song.
But
No.
what if we went what if we went and got a little treasure before we went to Waterdeep? We don't have to leave the book necessarily, but that sounds kind of nice.
He kind of like pauses for a second and takes a moment to like appraise the three of you. Like leans over, looks at the weapons that you have, takes another look over at your size, scratches his beard a bit. Yes, you could conceivably attempt to attack a dragon in its lair to take its
I said
hoard.
nothing about attacking a dragon. I said something about getting treasure.
You do realize that dragons don't traditionally give up their treasure willingly. At least according to the stories. I wouldn't know on anything other than that. I'm not one to face dragons.
Uh-huh. Don't own a lot of mirrors, do you?
You could borrow our mirror.
Oh, no, you may not.
I'm kidding. We're gonna hand him a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure dragons drink coffee, right? Just walk off, grab more bacon.
I don't know. At this point, I'll go wherever you guys go. Whatever you want to do. Kind of resign myself to that.
Well, quietly, Ember, we're gonna not let anything happen to you, and maybe we can get your name cleared, and then you don't have to worry about it anymore.
Right.
You don't have to worry about anything regardless. Nobody's gonna be taking you anywhere you don't want to go.
I mean, I haven't hit anybody in a couple of days. I'm out of practice.
Yeah.
It's fine. I have
they could try.
disguise self prepared anyway, so it's fine.
Oh. Okay, hold on.
I'm just gonna keep an eye out for Jensen. See if they come back.
Okay, I'm not even there, so like.
No, I know. I'm pretty sure you do this often, so.
Yeah.
As one does. Yeah, you have a chance to kind of finish up your breakfast. And you're sort of settling in. And then the next come that moment, it's like, hey, has anyone seen Jansen? Followed by like that feeling of losing Jansen doesn't always lead to hugs and puppies. And just about the time Sho turns to Ember to ask when they last saw Jansen, you hear this roar in the distance, somewhere between a roar and a screech.
Found her. I'm gonna take off towards it.
Jansen has been creeping her way along, finding this bit of like puddle and that bit of puddle that kind of resemble large clawed footprints. And it's not too long before those prints lead into a series of other print-like things, and take them closer and closer to a large cave. Well, now, tell me a bit about how Jansen's approaching this situation now.
Can you describe what the cave looks like? Like what's around the cave? What is the opening of the cave? Is there like a back? Is it like
the ground kind of starts to kind of like, it's mostly forest where you are, with a few small, like 6-7 foot ledges of rocks where the ground has shifted over time. And this particular cave sort of sticks, it's kind of like in one of those hills that goes up. And there's sort of like a cave that goes in. You can see the grass has really kind of been beat down. Something has come and gone in and out of this.
So there is, so it's not like a cliff wall with like a hole in it. It's kind of like
The hill
a cave,
goes
and then
up.
there's like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna go on and try to get on top. I'm just gonna like quietly walk around and go up and see if there are any like cracks or holes that I can be all creepy and spy into the cave with. Use my dark vision.
Okay. You kind of work your way up, and the hill kind of just keeps going up into a bit of a rise. And you can see the forest is going to start to thin out as it goes up more into a small mountainish type thing. You don't see any cracks down into it as such. But you do hear a bit of a light hoot off to the side.
Do I have any knowledge of the owl bear creature from my past? Are these guys like native to any areas I've been before?
I don't know. That's a great question. Roll me your choice of survival or animal handling, which are the same for you. So pick a button.
18.
18. Yes. Owlbears are indigenous to forest and mountain areas. They make their home in caves and such. They tend to behave more like a traditional bear. They're usually solitary unless they have a family, in which case you might come across a family unit.
Okay. And sorry, go ahead.
As you're pulling these all up, you glance again, and you can see a face about yay big of an owl poking out from the side of a tree.
Does it see me?
At the moment, yes.
Cool. Okay. I'm gonna Merida this whole situation, and tap into my inner elf spirit, and I'm gonna try to establish an unspoken bond with the owl by just standing there and appearing respectful.
It kind of pokes out, and then it kind of comes out from behind the tree, and it roll animal handling just to see one more time to see how badly this goes. He's just looking to see if you totally like whiff. You do not whiff.
Yeah.
And it kind of starts to come up. It's about the size of a Saint Bernard.
Okay.
And it comes like right up to you.
Cool.
Kind of look up at kind of half look up at you. It's about your waist size. And then ooh.
I'm gonna sit down.
It will totally headbutt you.
I'm gonna headbutt it back, but with a smile on my face and
Yeah.
good intentions in my
And
heart.
it actually starts kind of like its beak starts to kind of nip at your pouches.
Which pouch?
Wherever you have rations.
Okay, I'm gonna take the pouch out and I'm gonna open the pouch. I'm not gonna give it to him in my hand because I want to be respectful. So I'm just gonna take the pouch out and I'm gonna open the pouch and let him see what's in the pouch. And then I'm gonna slowly dump the food on the ground and then go like this and then like step back again.
Okay. It will totally like just start nomming. And then you hear another sound from roughly the same direction as another small, again, large dog sized owlbear kind of pokes its head out. And as soon as it sees the first one eating, it tromp right up next to it. And it's like they start like jostling for position with the food.
I have another pouch. I'm gonna dump it and give it to the other one.
They will totally imbibe. And then they look at each other and they both sort of like start to like walk a few feet and they look back at you. And so they both turn to look at you and they turn and start to walk along again.
Walk along where?
Is this happening within 120 feet of the wagon, or is this way further away?
It's more than 120 feet from the wagon.
Okay.
You cannot slide into DMs here.
It's message in this game. Okay.
No, it is no. At this table, it is the spell is called slide into DMs.
Got it.
That's a permanent thing.
So are they still chilling there then?
They're going off. They're looking to see if you follow.
Which direction are they going? Are they going back towards the
Back
cave?
towards the cave.
I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to stay sitting where I am,
Okay.
but I'm still going to have a smile on my face. I'm just going to watch them. What are they doing now?
They are kind of waiting for you.
Aww.
Like they'll walk a little bit and they'll stop and they'll kind of sit and wait to see if you follow. And as long as you
Okay, I'm
sit,
going to follow.
they sit and they kind of start to lead you down. They're joined by 2 more cubs.
Ooh.
So you got 4 of them now.
Cool.
And they all kind of head back around and they come right up to the mouth of the cave and they look at you like, come on.
I'm gonna try to, because there's got to be a mom or something in this cave, and just because the kids like me doesn't mean the mom's gonna like me. But I really want to. Do I have anything that I can convey thoughts to these guys with?
You're not a druid.
Do any of us have anything animal speak or anything? What do I remember that?
Yep.
You maybe
Yeah, I have speak with dead. Or no, I have speak with. No, I do.
Yes,
because I was talking to I have speak with animals.
Yeah, we had that long conversation as to what goes on in the mind of a firefly.
Which was excellent. But yeah, I can speak with the dead, I can speak with plants, and I can speak with animals.
She just struggles with speaking with humans.
How hard would it be for me to get to the wagon and back?
Oh, not hard. It's 400, 500 feet that way.
Okay. I think I know what I want to try. I know what I want to do. Okay, so I want to go back to the wagon and I want to tell them that I found these things and for some reason I'm connected to them and I don't know why, but I think it could be helpful. And I'm going to see if we can get Mir and Ember to work together, because I don't want to bring Mir to the cave, because I developed this bond with them. I don't want to betray their trust. So what I want to do is I want to bring them so that Mir is close enough that she can do her thing, but then convey the thing to Ember, who can then convey the thing to me, to convey the thing to them.
That's a great plan. You turn and start to head back towards the wagon, and you've got this plan. You're feeling everything, and you turn and you are about 3 feet from an owl head that is as large as you are tall.
Dang it.
You can't and it's nice, big, it's round. You can kind of see its front paws around it.
How close is it to me?
You could reach out and touch it if you really wanted to.
And it's just standing there?
No, it lets out something between a roar and a screech.
Please tell me we can hear that at the camp.
That's what you guys heard.
Thank you. I'm immediately going to start running because I think we've all done this before. We've been around Jansen long enough.
Jansen should not be left unattended is really the message that we're getting here.
Oh shit, whose turn was it to watch Jansen? Just running.
But no, for real though, I'm gonna sit
Plop.
and I'm gonna hold out a bag of food in my hand. I'm hoping
You're hoping.
that these cubs
These cubs?
come and stand there with me. That's my hope. I'm just saying.
You take a moment to glance over your shoulder, because they're going to come to your rescue, right? You're friends now. They all have that same look you have.
Oh shit.
Oh no. And as they stand there, another one, full size, comes walking out of the cave.
I'm holding my ground. I'm gonna continue to be this passive. I'm just gonna sit here and hold out some food for you guys.
And it just its paw is as big around as your torso as it just swipes your hand with it. And it's going to hold its ground. It would prefer you leave now.
What are the kiddos doing?
The kiddos are cowering behind the one that came out of the cave.
What's the one that came out of the cave doing?
It's roaring at you too.
Oh. Do I know anything else about these animals in terms of do they have any special, like, are they useful for anything?
Their feathers are worth something.
Useful? Worth something in what way?
You can sell them. They can be used in potions and magic item making.
What kind of potions?
You're not an alchemist.
I don't know what kind of potion.
Not offhand. About now-ish. Anyone that wants to arrive can arrive.
I was gonna say, how close is everybody?
About
like, if I can
now-ish.
see. About now-ish.
I took off when I heard that first scream.
Yeah.
It
There's
should be there.
yeah.
But I don't want. I want to like stealthily come up. Like, can I?
Stealthily sprint.
Well, I mean, like, if I get close enough that I can like hear. I'm sure you can hear these things. They're
Oh, yeah.
massive.
Yeah.
So, if I can hear them, I kind of want to like position, myself, so that I can see like pat behind them, because I want to cast minor illusion, which is a 30-foot range, but I kind of want to get it like behind.
Like in the cave mouth.
Yeah, kind of.
Sure, roll me a stealth.
Okay. Oh, I miss you, Ember. With
What's
your
everyone else doing
+8
on their
to stealth.
approach?
I'm just running, so I'm sure I've made a lot of noise because I'm interested in the speed.
Did not dragon? What is he doing?
You know, for a second, you've kind of lost track of him. He started to jog off with all of you, and then he sort of just disappeared.
Okay, because Mir was gonna stay by the fire if he was sitting there, but he got up and started running with the group.
About the same time, but they all kind of were beelining towards the cave, and he kind of took an angle off, like he's going a different direction.
Did Mir notice that?
Sure,
'Cause,
Mir
I mean,
can
they
notice that.
were mostly Mir was following Brindad.
Okay, Brindad, he heads off in a slightly different direction, and he's he sees you following him, and he's going to pick up his pace a bit. Are
Mir's
you
got long legs.
going to try to keep up
Yeah.
with him? Give me an athletics check.
No. Actually, okay, all right. Let's see. Come on, game. 16.
16's pretty good. Not going to lie about that.
I'm a little sprightly.
Yeah. No problem. Yeah, you're keeping up with them, but you're definitely not going straight at the sound anymore. What's the illusion look like, Molly?
So, minor illusion can make a sound or an object, and since the object can only be 5 feet, and the sound can be a lion, like the sound of a whisper to a scream or a lion's roar, I want to mimic the sound of a owl bear in their den so that they turn around and we can possibly escape. Like that, I want to make it sound like there is like a foreign owl bear in their home.
Ooh, that'll work.
Okay.
Yeah, with a 16, you can totally sneak up into, Jensen will kind of out of the corner of her eye pick up the familiar motion of Ember moving stealthily.
And it just the shh.
As Sho comes jogging up, like as Sho does. barbarians are not exactly known for sneaking in. And the sound goes off.
Have a stealth, but
The owlbear in the cave looks the absolute most confused and will actively turn around. The cubs scatter out into the woods, which triggers the one in front of Jansen to totally freak and rear up to her absolute full size, completely dwarfing Jansen where she sits on the ground going, now what?
But like, it's like, is it looking or is it like rearing up to attack Jansen?
It's more rearing up to attack whatever's in the cave.
Okay.
In the cave?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I made the illusion of
Oh,
like...
that it was in the cave.
Yeah,
Right.
so it's like
Okay.
behind all of them. So if you want to run now, you can totally do that. Which I think Ember is going to poke her head out and go, Jansen, run! And just bolt in another direction so that they don't see me.
Do I still have that ring thing that I can jump high?
Yep.
Did I give it? I do.
As far as I know, you still have it.
Cool. How high can I jump again?
I believe it doubles your jumping.
Where do I see my jump height?
Oh, it's based off your strength. Where are you trying to get to?
Is there a tree up high I could jump to?
Yep.
Can owlbears get up in the trees? Quickly.
No, but they could probably push one over.
I'm okay with that. So, I'm going to okay. Owlbear, me, right? I'm gonna like martial weird swipe step thing, and I'm gonna jerk out a handful of the feathers and then yeet myself up into a tree. And if I still have an action with that, I would then like to misty step to another tree as far away as possible.
I love how you have Misty Step available to you, but you're like, no, first I'm using my Ring of Leaping.
Yep.
Then I'm Misty Stepping.
Yep.
I mean, it's cool.
It is
it's
very cool. I need an acrobatics check.
Got you.
It should be easy to clear this one.
Boom, son.
You're good at acrobatics.
23.
Jeez.
I love dancing
So this is like full Cirque du Soleil, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, big time. For sure.
You charge forward, you slide underneath it, grab like 2 handfuls of feathers, leap into the air as you tuck them into your pouches, land on a branch, stride across 4 of them at the edge of the tree, just leap into the air and misty step even further down. The owlbear definitely will notice the pluckage
Yeah, I figured.
and turns towards Sho as she's the next thing it sees in that general direction.
I'm so sorry.
Joe goes
I'm doing
running
it for
in
Ember.
just as Jansen jumps up and is now where Jansen was going, oh crap.
And lets out another screech, which kind of snaps the owlbear in the cave back into the moment. As you watch 2 more mid-sized owlbear coming out of the cave, taking our total to 4 and 4 cubs.
Plus the cubs. I was
Plus the
going to say
cubs.
plus the.
At this moment, you hear a different kind of roar. As a gold dragon lands behind Sho.
It's the dude.
It leans out and just blows flame straight up over the cave. And so this big, massive Sho. And then we'll glance down at Sho and go, "This is where you run, maybe."
Get back in camp, Brant. I'm just gonna kind of sneak backwards until I'm clear a little bit and then book it.
It takes a few steps towards the owlbears, and they start to turn to retreat back into their cave. The mother kind of does a wider thing to steer the cubs to find a place to get. And you all can, if you wish, beat feet back towards the caravan or towards your wagon. The horses look ready to go. Like
I'm gonna
they're
look
starting
back
to
and try and contain them.
like they're ready to get this thing out of here.
Yeah.
Where is Mir?
Where? Yeah.
Now Mir has a choice. First, you can tell everyone what happened, or not. But you.
What did happen? Is it what I thought happened?
It's what you thought happened,
Yeah. Okay.
and you saw it. Like you could see the moment where
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
like, "Yeah, you're not. I'm not going to get away from you. Who cares? There are bigger fish to fry."
Does Mir know enough Draconic to talk to him without the others understanding it?
If you see him again,
Okay.
the question
I
is,
mean, but you said everybody ran, but he was at the cave. But where
Yes.
was Mir then?
Where
Mir's
is
been
Mir?
following him.
you tell me where's Mir?
I would say, okay. I was gonna say Mir would probably follow him then to the cave, and
oh,
I don't.
he's big,
Yep.
but he might
Yes.
not be able to take this pack of owlbears on his own.
Okay.
And he will communicate that to you verbally, non-verbally, and through profanity.
Wait, is he gonna try to?
He'd prefer not to. Well, that's up to me to ask.
I assume he was
Yeah,
just hoping for
so-
us to get
so-
out of the way.
And then I thought he was gonna like yeet away with us.
He's not eating anywhere until Mir gets going somewhere safe.
Okay. All right. So Mir, I
What
guess will
part
ask.
of run is ambiguous?
Are you gonna be able to run?
There's a moment where if a dragon could ever go, "Are you serious?" This would be it.
Mir really likes this guy, okay? Well, okay. Mir's going to turn to go, look back, and then say, as long as you're safe, like, I've got your back, if you need it, and then is going to start to, like, slowly disengage while watching to see if Brindat is also able to get away.
I think it's at this point that Mir feels just a hand grab theirs and go, "He's a dragon, he's fine, let's go!" And just like yanks and is full speed running.
But yeah, okay.
He as you look over your shoulder, he's like moving towards the cave, and his wings are full sized. He's bustering him up and down. He is making a crap ton of noise.
But Mir made a friend.
The horses are ready to go. Everyone piles on the wagon. You're back on the road. And you don't go too far before you stop hearing. You don't hear battle. You don't hear screeching. You don't see a dragon take to the air. But things kind of get quiet again. And you do start to wonder, you're going to see him again? Did you see him the first time? No one's going to believe this, are they?
We'll see him again, Mir. He wanted the book after all.
Oh my god, is the book still there?
The case in which the book was hidden is still in the wagon. Do you
I
really
don't
want
like
to
how you
open it
said
and
that.
take it out?
But does it look like it's been
No,
open?
has not been
Okay.
tampered with,
Because
as
I'm
near as you
pretty
can
sure
tell.
we've nailed it shut, right?
Yes.
So, okay.
Absolutely.
Okie dokie.
And now we hope that maybe we'll bump into him again sometime. And this is a good time to hydrate. We appreciate that. And I'm going to have to refresh my coffee really soon, too. That's the downside to starting games this early, is I have to get on top of my coffee. Nundu, thank you for that, too. We appreciate you guys keeping us honest and in good health throughout these games. And I also pause to especially thank Ear and Dave for feeding the Book of Fate, so that if things do go pear-shaped and you do have to fight something like owlbears, you are currently staying on a total of 11 rerolls for the party.
How many is it per reroll again?
It's 100 biddies.
Yeah, your babies.
100 biddies. Or 500 to do an immediate no holds barred through the sound alerts.
You said
Uh-oh.
we have how many rolls?
11 currently in the bank.
Okay, I can't. That's not a good number. So
Has to be 15.
yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Increments
Fair
of
enough.
5 only.
I used to only be able to change the volume on the like anything by increments of 5.
We are going to have to the next time. Remember, you're not supposed to be the one adding to it. Players aren't supposed to do that. I know.
What we're supposed to do is use them so that then we're at increments of.
I won't
we have to
use those
one.
4. I won't use those 4. I promise.
At least
I
we
just
don't
need
bump
it to not
into-
be 11.
My Sunday night game. Somebody. Ear, don't do that. Please
do
don't do that, Ear. I mean, you can, but I have to keep her focused on the game on some level. Just saying, because that could be bad. But at least this group knows that it's not per person. Because my Sunday night game, there was a miscommunication, and one of the players was like, "Well, we each get 2." It's like, and then she started burning them. And I'm like, no, that's for the whole part.
Don't do that.
It worked
so
out.
we're in the thingy.
So you're in the
and
wagon.
we're
Wagon's
riding.
going.
Could I meditate while we're riding to
Absolutely.
give myself a short rest?
Oh, do you get your Misty Step back?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm gonna do that.
I feel
I'm gonna
that.
meditate.
And
So-
and Duck agrees with you. If it's not in increments of 5, it's weird.
So
Go ahead,
I guess
Molly.
While Jansen's meditating and we're on the road, Ember's gonna just, are we looking for a cabin? Are we headed to a white dragon, or are we going to Waterdeep? Because there's 3 things. There's three
Oh, the
things
gold
here.
dragon.
No, the white dragon
no, he's
was
the gold dragon.
Yeah, the one that Brindant recommended we
He wants to get rid of this
hide
white
the book
dragon.
into.
Oh, okay.
And he thought if the white dragon eventually months later discovers the book, opens it, and Shemshine tries to kill the white dragon tries to kill it, there's no downside.
There really isn't.
I don't know how you all feel about that.
Of course, you don't actually know where this white dragon lair is at this point. So your really only 2 options are wander the countryside around Waterdeep looking for a hunting lodge, or go to Waterdeep to get more information.
Right.
And we can trust that Connie knows how to protect the book now that she knows about it, which is who she sent us to. Along the way, we were looking for maybe the path to the hunting lodge to see if we can figure out where it might be. I'm still thinking Connie's contact's our best bet. Mostly because, let's face it, we get Ember near a dragon horde, we're fighting a dragon.
I'm pretty stealthy.
Very stealthy. Dragons are very sensitive to their horde. I'm gonna. When we stop, I'm gonna dive back in and see if there's a book on dragons. Oh, he left a book on dragons. I'm just gonna hand it to him. Just read this and get back to me.
Okay.
Did he leave the book with you?
I don't know that he did actually, but there's got to be a book.
There's
on
a book on
dragons
dragons
in there somewhere.
Oh, yes.
It could be a basic kid's guide to dragons.
Dragons for Dummies.
Your introductory
I want that
guide.
book. I'd buy that.
Honestly, same.
I actually have a book called How to Track Dragons and Unicorns. It's a real thing. Find it. It's great.
That works. We have How to Survive a Sharknado and other survival skills. So,
Also good.
also good to have.
How to keep your cow out of a tornado.
As the day wears on, you're coming up on one of the main gates into Waterdeep itself. You're probably Ember especially will recognize the shift from the rolling forests and hills into the farmlands and other outlying outer suburbs of one of the largest cities in the realm.
Yeah,
Decision time.
I kind of want to wait as long as I possibly can, and then I'm gonna cast Disguise Self. But I'm gonna be in the wagon fully at this point, hood up.
So
not
what are you
peeking out the
disguising
windows.
yourself as?
Like a ooh. I could be funny about this. But I think I'm gonna she's too scared to be funny about it. I was gonna say I look like Gerald.
Why don't you disguise yourself similar to Mir so you look like a sibling or something?
Yeah, I think I will.
So
I
you
think
have a
I'm just
good-
gonna it's almost a lot of the same features, but just turned water genasi. So the fire goes out and it's just a long wave of water hair that goes down, and the bluish kind of toned skin, little moist, little damp. But yeah.
That could work. Jesse, are you still sticking to your plan, or does that change your plan now?
Yes. Nope, that doesn't change my plan.
Okay.
Ember, are you doing okay?
Sure.
Other than not going in here, what can we do to help you out?
Be as fast as possible in this city and get the heck out of here.
Any place to avoid? Other than
All
all
of
of it? All right.
All of it.
Everything.
It's a thieves guild. They have eyes and ears absolutely everywhere. I would prefer if you did not use my name. What can we call, I don't know. Mir, what kind of names are water genasi names? What should I be called?
What if we
Think of
did
something
beer?
nautical.
We could do beer and Mir.
Let's see. The ember is a small bit of flame, so droplet.
Yeah, sure.
Raindrop.
Yeah.
Blue drop?
Raindrop. You could just call me
Okay.
Rain. That's fine.
Rain. Actually, droplet, like the ETTE on the end, actually looks cute in writing. Just throw that thought, but we'll go with rain. Okay.
Yeah, Rain with an E at the end. And a little squiggly.
I assumed.
Now you're just getting complex.
Yeah.
That would be edgy.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with a little edge.
Yeah, now you're just gonna write it everywhere you can.
Yeah,
It looks
exactly.
really good now.
She started off with whiskey and the coffee. I mean, edge is
Yeah.
kind of what we do around here.
Just be happy that her
just to
hair
say.
didn't turn to whiskey instead of water.
I mean, I don't think I've ever heard of a whiskey genasi, but I'm down with it.
Honestly, that sounds really awesome.
I know.
Okay, so are you going into the city proper, or are you going out into the woods and the exurbs to try to find this random hunting lodge?
No, our goal is to deliver the book first. Well,
Yeah,
my
let's-
show's job is definitely deliver the book first. So one thing less to worry about.
Yeah, because Connie gave
Agreed.
us a contact that we can go to that's from the library in Waterdeep, right? So I think we should just
Correct.
head to there.
Okay, yeah, it's not
Also,
hard.
we don't want to be continuing to cart this dangerous artifact around.
Yeah, I'm ready to get
know.
rid of it.
What?
Yeah.
You say that like there's some potential downside to it.
Look,
Well,
okay,
we've got all
even
these
in real
books.
life, I just need to say, even in real life, if I hear anything that reminds me of Shimshime, I go, this is not a game anymore, okay? This is real life, and Shimshime needs to shimmy away, all right?
Yes, agreed.
Yes.
But to counter that, now you have the idea of owl bears,
I like
and they're
owls.
cute. And... Yeah, owl bears.
They're cute until they're trying to eat you.
Well, so are
Hey,
cats.
I have some. Oh! I need to give my feathers to Mir. I got them for her. Forgot.
Oh.
And
Feathers.
Ember. I'm gonna give some to Ember and some to Mir.
I'm immediately gonna try to stick one in my hair, but it's water now, so it's just floating down. It's oh.
You do know, Ember, that these are valuables, right?
Immediately into the pouch. Into the pouch
Yeah.
they go.
There you go.
Thank you, Yansen. I love them.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna pull out a little shiny stone and give it to you.
Just actually, I like stones.
Who doesn't?
can
They're
throw it.
shiny and amazing.
I can hit mean guys with them.
Yeah, most animals are cute until they're trying to eat you. That's kind of cover it up. Polymorph, welcome. We're glad to have you, and thank you for the host, and thank you for the puns. I will indeed have a chimichanga with queso for lunch.
That actually sounds really good.
It really does.
Dang it.
Can I just totally say, can we at some point have like, I don't know, a happy hour with food and just come up with recipes that people have done, like the drinks recipes,
And just
the
replace
food
it with like
recipes?
shimshime and like
Yes, we definitely still need to come up with like the official drink that is a dirty 20.
We came up with a dirty 20.
Did we?
Well, Jeff and I did.
Oh, okay.
It's very tasty. Weird, but tasty. Apologize.
You start to come up on the gate, and the guard waves you down as you kind of get into the queue of people coming through. People are moving relatively briskly. There aren't a lot of questions to be asked of people walking in. Verification, checking for any kind of like checking their name against ledgers and such. As you roll in, as you get closer, Show is going to probably turn to remind Ember that it's going to be okay. And Ember grins back and says, "I've got it." Except that Show was pretty sure Ember looked different. But there's Ember sitting on the wagon in her full Fire Ganassi form. And everyone goes, "Wait, where'd Mir go?"
Dude, I see. Does Ember / Rihanna Rain see this?
It was hard to miss. They're sitting right up there in the front. Next to, Show driving the wagon. And as Rain is about to say something, the guard waves and it's your turn to check in.
Dang.
Is there okay? It's
was in
like
the
a
library.
covered wagon. We can see through the front though, right? Like
Is
you
it
can see
covered?
where
It's
they're
an
sitting.
open back wagon.
It's just
Yeah,
an
yeah,
open
yeah, yeah.
wagon.
It's not covered.
I
You can
was
see.
like, oh.
It's an open back wagon.
That's just a wagon.
This whole time I thought it's been covered.
I
I
did
actually
too.
have two. I had
well,
like this Oregon Trail
Yeah,
type
that's what I was
wagon
thinking.
in my head. I
Yeah,
have no
exactly.
idea why.
Like
Which is
what's
very,
that
like-
Ticket to Ride? Or, no, not that. There's like a board game that has like a
Oregon Trail.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that.
very.
That's what I
very.
had in my head this whole time.
random
Ticket to
tangent.
Ride is more dragon. Or the
When we
Sorry.
when we went into the lockdown, I challenged the teenager because we had no educational tools for the first 2 weeks. I said, "Fine, your lesson today is history. You need to beat Oregon Trail."
Ooh.
Go.
And we pulled it up online and we got it. Little bugger beat it on his second try.
What? No. Who does
Incredible.
that?
Now, to
I've
be
never
fair,
played it.
beat it
teenagers.
means they made it to the end as the only person in their caravan who survived.
Oh, okay.
Still impressive, to be fair. That's still pretty impressive. I do think, though, Ember is going to take a blanket and just throw it over Mir and just, like, grip. Be like, what the hell do you think you're doing, Mir?
The guard looks up and goes, "Everything all right there?"
It's
Had a
absolutely
bet going
fine.
earlier.
He
We
looks,
have a delivery for the library from Candlekeep.
"Oh, okay, yes. Well, what are we delivering? I assume books?
Yes, you would be correct. A couple of crates of books.
Anything
some trades.
anything potentially harmful, dangerous, or possessed?"
Only if you haven't yet seen the book on owlware care and feeding, which is very short and says don't.
I haven't. The DM needs you to roll a. Since you didn't even like bat an eyelash to jump on that lie, I think we need a quick deception check.
Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah, it's one of my pluses. 16.
16. He totally buys it.
Oh, nice.
Excellent.
Now, are those two, they're okay.
They're okay. They had a bet going earlier about if one could... Siblings, just don't ask.
But siblings, I thought she very much looked like a fire genasi, and this one looks...
Really, we haven't figured it out. Can I deliver the books so I can send them on their way and get them out of your town? It's just going to get weirder.
Yeah. Go on through.
Thanks. You have a great day.
You watch as one of the other guards manning the gate observes you passing through and turns and just sort of starts to walk down one of the alleys.
God damn it, Mir. God damn you. Why would you do this?
Both of you, can I not take you anywhere?
What happened to a low profile? We were gonna get in and get out of here really quickly. What do you
I'm
realize?
a distraction.
It's a
Yeah,
beacon.
well,
It is a beacon to us.
A distracting beacon. Shinies.
Yes, you've become the shiny thing.
Hanson, I apologize. You are not the one that needs watched on a regular basis. I am so sorry. You are. You know what? You're good. You're good. Which one do you want? Because putting them together is going to be tough.
Where are they going?
I have no idea.
Like, we got stuff to do.
Oh, we're all still in
Okay.
the cart. They're just arguing with each
This
other.
is not good. This is not good at all.
Well, so
Let's get in and out.
Here's what I was thinking. We have met and passed enough people on the road on our way here that particularly if people were looking out for you, or even just, our crew is not maybe the most low profile to begin with. And having a giant golden dragon pop up and make a whole lot of noise, sort of outside of the town, probably also isn't the most low profile thing ever. And, if I remember right, we have been passing lots and lots of people. So a crew of a fire genasi, a water genasi, a barbarian, and a monk, get to a town and suddenly it becomes 2 water genasi, that could raise eyebrows. Whereas at least this way, you're safe. And if anybody who wants, revenge on you or whatever comes to get me, we're prepared. I am the bait.
I don't think you understand. I am not allowed in Waterdeep. That is why I was not. This is why if I just didn't go into this city, everything would have been fine. But now you are me, and I am not, and they are gonna come for you. What do you mean?
But
Jansen's becoming restless.
I mean, we're still riding. We're still
No.
Yeah.
No restless.
Yeah. This does not bode well for anything. And I understand your logic, and I do, but I feel like you are putting yourself in very unnecessary danger. We could have slipped in and slipped out and been gone before anyone, even knew. But, I don't think that's a possibility anymore.
We pass too many people on the road. I really do.
Right, but they said that as long as I didn't come back to the city, I would have been fine. but now that they know I am in the city, we are all no longer fine.
As Reen says that, the wagon pulls up in front of a relatively nondescript warehouse. It's not that far from the gate, as part of the plan had been. The sign on it shows a snake wrapped around a book. There's the placard hanging out in front of it.
Heard of this library before, right? Does this sound familiar?
It's not a library, it's a warehouse.
What was the book
I
with the
guess so.
3 fruit on it? Is
That was Sarah's journal.
okay?
It's just leather coated in yellow. It's not gold. You already tried.
Yeah, I know. I put nothing of value in book.
Get down and knock on the door, I suppose.
Yeah,
Can I do does this make sense? Based on, well, is this what Connie told us to look for? 'Cause
yeah.
I'm assuming
She
told
said,
us.
look for the sign of the serpent and the spine.
So this is the thing
Okay.
we needed to find.
This would be
I
the
don't
place.
remember the person's name we're looking for.
You were
I don't
not
know if
given
he
a
gave
name.
us one. Oh, great. Because that makes it easier to find the right person.
Just he'll be at the serpent and the spine is the
Go knock
sign to
on the
look
door.
for. You pound a
We're
few
still
times
supposed to
on
be
the door.
kind of nondescript and just like low key. We can't just like bust in here and start yelling like, "Hey!"
Well,
Yeah.
you can.
But we probably shouldn't.
That has never stopped us before.
It's recommended against doing that,
Okay.
but it's totally a thing you can do.
I'll bite my tongue for now.
Go knock on the door. Unless somebody comes out to us.
Nobody
Go
comes
on.
out to greet you. The DM is in the process of pulling something up
Oh, sorry.
to give you an image. Those are those. Those are those. That one will work. That's not what you thought it would look like. Let me try one more thing. Nope. I'm trying to get you a good image of what pops up. And none of those are what I think they should be. So we're going to keep rolling here in just a second as I give up the fight. Really? That's what I get? That's what I was looking for. Wow, that was way more work than it should have been. Thank you, D&D Beyond, for not being awesome. As the door slides open a short distance, a snake head the size of yours pops out from around it. Picking up or dropping off?
Dropping off from Candlekeep? Connie sent us?
Oh, yes. The short one with the gizmos.
Especially compared to you. You're a fine-looking snake there.
He pulls the door open. His body is that of a snake, easily built the same as yours with arms, and the upper torso of a humanoid, but serpentine all the way down to the end of his tail.
Do I know what kind of creature this is?
You've heard of the Yanti. This will be the first one you've probably ever met.
Right.
He has a simple like cowl over his shoulders, and you can see like a walking stick strapped to his back as he kind of slithers out in front of you. Back the wagon in, right here, please.
Gotcha. Mirror / Ember, are you backing it in, or you want me to get back up and back it in? I'm not sure what to tell you now.
I'm backing it in.
Right. They've got it.
My head is on a swivel to see if anyone is watching us at all. I'm not even paying. I don't even know there's a snake person in front of us, to be honest with you.
You're too busy. You've taken the blanket back from throwing it on Mirror, and you're just huddling under it, going, "I can."
No, I fully have. I've taken like a belt and wrapped it around Mere Ember, and it's just tied up. I'm like,
Remember?
yeah, Remember.
What is our surroundings look like right now?
You're on a relatively tight street deep in Waterdeep. You're right up there's like warehouses, stock houses. You can kind of smell a tannery. That wonderful scent of preparing leather, which basically means your nose hairs curl.
Is this so have you watched Arcane?
I have not.
Have you seen a trailer for it
I have.
at all? Okay. You know the way that those streets look?
Mm-hmm.
And how people are people there, like, they'll jump on rooftops and stuff. It just happens. Nobody pays any mind to it. Or is this more of a like, we're gonna think it's pretty freaking weird if we see people walking on the rooftops over there?
Midday
What kind of
Waterdeep,
places?
it would be a little bit weird to have people walking around on the rooftops.
Right.
Now you could do it, just don't get caught.
I'll keep being patient for now.
Okay. He would happily accept any help from people unloading the wagon.
I'll happily go unload it. Tell me where you need them.
He points over there. Now, is there one in particular she sent for this trip that is of particular interest?
That would be over here. Now you do have that special exhibit space set up for it, correct?
Exhibit space?
Security.
Yes. Oh, there's no pretense here.
Oh, right.
This
Good.
is where books go to be forgotten.
You can you guarantee that? Trust me, you want this one forgotten.
Oh, yes. We are familiar with the books best forgotten.
Gotcha.
What
It
other
won't-
kind of books that are forgotten do you have here?
Oh, here? None.
Yeah.
They
Then
find
what-
homes other places.
We
It's
appreciate
just like a
your help.
middleman. Snake.
other
I'm sorry.
places-
Reptile.
Well, yeah, like, what other
Yenti,
kind of
correct?
places are you talking about, dude?
Some end up sealed in crypts, protected by creatures best not spoken of. Some end up lost at sea, weighted
But
down
they end
by...
up in places in a way that they are not going to be utilized again. Not like, we're just going to go get them to a new home.
No,
Right?
they are sent away, never to be seen again, we hope.
And you can get, oh, you hope.
Well, nothing in life is certain.
If you
Save
trust
the
this
sun.
guy, I say we trust him too. Connie knows
We
her
have
stuff.
to.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
If
You know how to defeat it. We can
if
always
you
do
know
it
a
again.
more secure location than in our hands, I'm
No,
quite
I just wanted to
happy.
make sure you weren't going to black market sell this thing to like some wizard out in, Portango or something. I don't know. I just want to make sure. That's all.
bows
I've-
a bit at you and grabs a
Hands
crate
him
of
the
books
book.
and slides towards another stack. You have my very word. Such is not my place. I ensure the books come in and the books go out, and then I forget I ever saw them.
Okay, can we get rid of this book then? Like, could we? Can
I'm
we get,
handing it to him.
Yeah.
He takes the crate and he slithers off to another section of the warehouse and puts it in, and then moves a few other crates around it to kind of tuck it away.
So we're inside of this place, right?
Mhm.
Are there windows at all?
No.
Okay, good.
So,
I'm getting the sense that Ember wants to pack Mir into a crate.
I'm like looking around for your size.
Sort of like
crates,
edging
like-
away. Like
Curiosity, do you usually send the cart filled back to Candlekeep, or
no,
you
not
guys
usually.
deliver it back? We
You
deliver it back?
should be free. We Are you not planning to return to Candlekeep?
Really don't know. This was our goal, is to return to drop off the order from Candlekeep.
I can have the horses stabled and returned at a later time with a different ship.
Are we heading back to...
Well, wait.
I mean, we could use it to do our exploring, and then it'll end up back in Candlekeep
a lot about
eventually.
the books, and obviously you've lived in Waterdeep for a lot closer
Since I
years
left
than
the
I have.
shell.
Yeah, so this book, and I'm going to pull out Sarah's journal with her family crest on it.
Good idea.
Oh.
Do you know where this hunting lodge might be?
Oh, many of the Waterdavian nobles have lodges throughout the land.
Right, but this specific one, you wouldn't happen to know.
Lord Yellowcrest.
Or have a map.
You know where.
Yellowcrest.
Maps are always good.
Oh, not many speak of that.
Do you know the story?
Terrible
what
affair. Terrible affair indeed.
We've
If I
heard
remember,
some tales from some travelers,
if I
but
remember
not
right,
much.
the whole family was killed.
Well, the Lord wasn't killed, was he?
He was at the lodge. So the story goes.
Oh my.
I'm not too sure I'm aware, though, of where said lodge might be. The manor is still in town.
Does anybody live there?
I believe it has been
In Waterdeep?
resold to a new family.
Oh dear.
In Waterdeep?
Yeah.
Indeed. They might be able to have a forwarding address for you.
How's
I've-
Ember feeling about that? Hanging out Waterdeep a little bit longer?
Have any other weird situations happened like that after that event?
Not that I have heard. It at least has not made the news print.
It sounded pretty awful. It seemed weird that it would only be I guess a one-time revenge thing, huh?
You guys have newsprints here?
Oh, yes, for those that can read. There are a few small papers in the town.
Sidebar, can Jansen read? I assume
Sidebar,
so.
can she?
Yes.
I would think so.
Well, on sidebar, where could I get some of these newsprints?
It won't be hard to find. If you head out onto a main street, you simply look for one of the sellers.
I'm gonna do that.
And Jensen takes off.
If you can stable the horses in the cart for a bit, we'll try and be back for it. What was your name?
DM checks.
Sorry.
DM checks. Palinth.
Helen, it's nice to meet you. I'm Sho Ilharn of the Ilharn Library.
And
A
I'm
pleasure.
Rain.
Very fine to make your acquaintance, Miss Rain.
Thank you.
Okay, do I need to sign anything that we deliver? We're good, right?
Oh, no, it's been taken care of.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, have a great day.
But are you taking that book with you as well?
For
now.
Yeah.
Although,
Wow.
I do want to open it and show the image. Have you seen or heard of anything like this? And show that back image.
I can't say that I have. It's rather a crude sketch.
You know how it is. You get panicked. You close it before the ink's dry. kind of thing. It
Indeed.
disturbs things. All right, no legends or tales or anything of this kind of a thing.
And he'll send you on your way. Quite content. He's got his book and the other books.
Now hold on. Is Mir still looking like Ember?
I don't know. Is
Yeah.
she?
I mean, we can have that conversation.
Yeah. Before you are
you
able
having a
to walk
conversation?
out onto the street. Yes, I am grabbing Mir / Ember's hand. I understand what the thought process was, but you realize you can't be walking around the streets of Waterdeep looking like me, right?
But we need to, we do have to mislead them in some way.
Any other way, I beg you, Mir.
Okay, so, but how do we then explain that people probably saw you walk into this bookshop and not come out?
I am a ghost. I am gone. I am haunting the guild. I don't care.
Can I ask, I'm going to ask Palanth if there are, because, you know, you would assume that this shop has maybe like a loading entrance or like, you know, is there another way out of this, of this bookstore?
Oh, the warehouse? Sure.
Of the warehouse, sorry.
Yeah, there's another door at the far end of it.
So maybe what we do is you three leave.
2. Jensen's
I'll
already
stay
gone.
here. Oh yeah. Okay, you two.
Jensen's
two
off picking up
stay,
a paper.
right? Or sorry, you two leave, and I will wait just, you know, a little bit amount of time, then go out a different entrance as me, and then it's, you know, it's not fully clear that 4 people went in looking one way and 4 people came out and one of them looked different. You know, so if we split up and we leave at different times as people are kind of coming and going, it's going to be a lot less obvious. And then they're going to be more focused. Anybody following Ember is going to be more focused on this bookshop, and we're not really planning on coming back here.
And this also isolates you in the event that they think that, oh, maybe the person who they're tracking, who happened to also be very good at disguises, went in and came out as somebody else and is alone now.
I mean, I won't. Maybe I'll disguise myself instead of a water genasi. I should just like be, you know, a human or an elf or something that's like really, really common looking. Sorry, no offense to humans or elves. Y'all basic.
You're so lucky Jansen's not there.
Oh, no insult at all. Yes, do that. We'll meet you around the corner, and I'm just gonna push Ember out the door.
Okay.
Or grab her arm and take
Yeah.
her out the door.
Okay.
The plan gets done. Mir goes out one door as Mir. The others go out the other door as themselves.
Or I'm gonna go out, I guess.
Because that
like
is
a
Ember.
human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just generic
Generic
looking.
human.
And you have a chance to meet up at a shop. It's kind of like, not so much a shop as a street vendor that has a small stack of newsprints that looks very weary and annoyed that he's had exactly one customer and for the last 5 minutes has been negotiating the price of a paper with her.
Hi, Jansen.
And on that note, we're going to pick up after a short break to refresh coffee, take care of anything we have to take care of. A massive thank you to everyone that has joined us this morning. Hopefully hang around for the second half. Thank you to the new follows. Thank you for everyone that fed the Book of Fate. Hopefully you enjoy some of the clips from the channel, many of which feature these 4 amazing gamers. We'll see you back here in about 4 to 5 minutes.
I'm a genie in the bottle, baby.
Special and like not forced or anything. It's brilliant. I think the quote I have in particular is actually came from chat, which was the spell slide into DMs, which then became a spell. That's just it's very endearing. So I love it.
I'm going to follow it up by saying that the reaction to receiving a message spell was an absolute, just as far as role play goes.
For something.
So the final decision is you are actually going to load the were-rat into the wagon.
Apparently.
Yes, let's sell
I
him.
mean,
Yeah!
when in Baldur's Gate.
Not called the Wide for nothing.
Oh, all right.
We'll eat his friends. We'll eat his little
Yes.
minions.
Yeah.
Like were rat is a little, but like the roasted, like the rats that we have charred via
roast
ember,
rat. I can produce flame. We can get this cooking. It's good.
yeah, like I'm telling you, rat charcuterie. Let's go.
You're swinging again.
Oh man,
Wow,
this
guy's
guy.
tough.
What's up with this guy?
What?
What? This doesn't happen. This doesn't happen. All right, we're going. Let's go.
Okay.
And followed by the smite. Come on, Timber. We got this.
I mean, if he doesn't go down now, I don't know.
And
but
he finally drops.
Yes.
And is out of the scrap. Gets to the guy that having taken a holy order of some kind and other oaths.
I'm thinking like an elven, like really.
Kung Fu elfin monk.
Kung Fu elfin monk. Okay.
Yes, that meditates a lot.
I can live with that.
Because elves don't have to sleep as much, so it totally.
Maybe re-roll.
Yeah, re-roll it. Re-roll it. The birds are
Yeah.
important.
Everyone's
We
in on
screwed
the
these-
reroll.
I screwed these birds up earlier. We need
Come
a
on.
high roll.
We got this.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Oh no. Oh my.
So
Every time I'm the bard that
Amazing.
does not want to be I'm really bad at being a bard.
That is amazing.
Worst bard ever.
Yikes.
The good news is, after this adventure, you can start taking levels of anything else.
Anything else? What the hell? Okay.
He goes in, he does a few loops, he comes back out, and beep.
Okay. Beep once if there's dead bodies in there. Beep twice. No, that doesn't work. All right, beep twice. No, that doesn't work. Okay, beep. Yeah, screw it. I'm gonna see if I can sneak up. Like, see if I can sneak up and find a widow to kind of like. It's not really the sharpest tack in this box. David.
I'm gonna go. Common, Mother Clucker, do you speak it? We need some information. I'm not sorry, by the way.
Way.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm going. Like, do we think it's going to follow us?
Yeah.
I'm sure it will.
Run it? Yeah, I was gonna say, can we outrun it, or is it like something that's just gonna follow us no matter where we go?
I don't think we can outrun it. I mean, it's not going to come any closer for a bit.
Yeah, I agree. I think we're gonna have to fight
Well,
it.
we could take shelter in the smoldering ruins, right? Because
I don't know if that's gonna help.
We
It's
don't
probably
know what's in the smoldering ruins.
Well, it couldn't be any worse than this.
We could
Oh
come
yes,
across-
it could.
We could come across like another giant creature, and then we're fighting two at the same time. And then
But
it's
it could be like Godzilla versus King Kong. So if we run into something even nastier, maybe it won't want to eat us. It'll go after the other thing because they're legends and they have to fight. That's how that works.
No, or they team up against us.
You've had a very fortunate life, haven't you?
As you seem to be doing really well with it.
Ooh, nat 20 to
Oh
25.
my god.
Jeez.
Nice. Scattered it.
Wow. Well, you can roll your damage. I don't.
25. Because I got 3 sixes.
Holy cow.
Oh my goodness.
She just hulked out. Rage hard.
Yeah, I think you should rage all the time. I think you
I
should
like this
never
rage,
not.
yeah.
Never
This
not be
is
raging.
it. Well,
There's
we get
where all our
2.
good rolls were hiding.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's why they were so bad earlier. We were saving up. But... Stop hitting my friends.
Oop, wrong way.
Damage books with that kind of attitude.
Well played. Wow.
Punch the. No, I know that's a bad idea.
There is so much nope surrounding this trap. I am not here for an amulet. I am here for a traumatized rogue. Let's get the fuck out of here. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's 2.
Well, I wasn't really concerned about the amulet. I just thought that.
We're here. Thank you for coming in. My name is Rob, aka Lantern Noir. We are playing Dungeons and Dragons, an original game of crap.
I didn't know that was.
I'm heading that way. I'll tackle her.
She already
again.
has the potion. She already has the potion.
No, she just handed you the book, and as soon as your hands touched it, she let go and run.
She's not going to take the potion?
She's got bigger fish to fry. Like, gain her ass out of there. You shot her.
I'm trying to unshoot her to the best of my abilities.
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Go ahead and roll me a performance. And there we go. We're back up again. You also know that it's still relatively early in the day and for most of our players because I've been able to push the live button twice now without Tiffany having something to say at that exact moment. She is clearly not fully awake yet.
But that's more specifically convergence.
Okay.
I usually have tech problems during this one, which I have managed not to because there's not very many people on computers in our house right now. So.
Fair enough. I will also take a moment. Ari just popped in, and you can see her, if you're a friend of hers or fan of hers, tomorrow night we're playing Waterdeep Dragon Heist. So we're back in Waterdeep again. So you can totally you can see that game because I have a lot of D&D going on this week. it's
nothing wrong with that.
Dang good problem to have. So we left the party. You've arrived in Waterdeep. You've delivered the book. You've had a guard walk off suspiciously. You currently have nobody who looks like Ember in your party.
Right.
You're back to now. I need to know: is Mir back to Mir, or is Mir like human Mir?
Human Mir.
Human Mir.
What does human Mir look like?
Let's see. So actually, this is probably a good question for me, not really knowing the spell. Disguise self, like what's kind of the limitation there? Like clearly, I can disguise myself as somebody from another like race,
Yep.
but
You can be
But
1
am I
foot
limited?
shorter or taller, and you can appear like any weight, I think, and it lasts for an hour before you have to recast it.
Yep.
Okay.
I think at one point we had a Furbolg, which was like big, hulking, semi-giant characters that Molly shrank down to like human.
Mm-hmm.
So until
Okay.
everything went
So-
pear-shaped, and then it was like time to go full Furbolg here. We're done with this.
Until everything went a little cow-shaped.
How something shaped.
Yeah.
I think so. Mir probably thought to themselves of what the most generic features and sort of generic looking person could be. So like average height, average build, sort of like middling, brownish, blondish hair, brownish eyes, just very sort of like generic.
So in
Yes.
the company of an elven monk in monk robes, and
yeah,
half
maybe
of them
that's what it
barbarian librarian dressed up in her fineries, and a water genasi rogue with long, watery, flowy hair, you look perfectly typical average. You're not going to stick out.
Say that. Now that you say that. Every party needs the boring one, okay? So
This
don't-
is our accountant.
Yeah, like get some glasses.
Okay, cool. I will pause just briefly to mention to Average Size Duck. Tuesdays, I do a podcast with a friend here at 5 p.m. Eastern U.S. time. Talking about Warforged and fitting them into a campaign is the kind of thing we would totally go into way more depth with. It's a lot of fun to talk that kind of D&D because there's a lot of fun stuff with that race. So That being the case, you are standing around. Jansen has successfully negotiated the price of a paper. It's mostly full of. It doesn't have a lot of anything that jumps out at you. A few notes about some crimes in the dock districts. There's an article that highlights an upcoming marriage in the northern wards between a couple of the families. There are rumors in one part of it about a resurgence of the rumor that a former open lord of Waterdeep embezzled 500,000 gold coins from the city coffers, which have never been reclaimed. There's also a reference to a newly opened tavern called Troll Skull Manor, which can be found not too far from where you are if you were to head in that direction. The article details that it was once a brothel that was the victim of an arson, and that new owners have refurbished it, reopened it, and repurposed it as a combination tavern and bed and breakfast.
So at the very least, I'm just gonna, tell Ember about this gold thing. And then kind of tell everybody else about the tavern thing.
Would I know? Can I do some type of? Do I know anything about any of this? Perhaps.
You were in Waterdeep shortly. Yeah, you left Waterdeep just after the burning, so you had heard the stories about somebody torching the original brothel. Someone that was a big he wasn't so much anti non-humans as much as he was very pro segregation. There should be a human ward, an elf ward, a halfling ward. Genasi's really just didn't fit into town in his vision, because y'all are just weird.
Yeah.
But he really had issues with that whole hey, everyone's welcome under this roof, and if your game is a halfling, that's cool. We don't judge you, and he judged that.
So he burned it down. So it wasn't the Thieves Guild hit this place or something. It was just an outside.
It was a segregation cult.
Okay.
Claimed responsibility.
Would I feel like this place? Obviously, I was here when it was up and running. I mean, I'm gonna let the DM decide. Have I been there?
You may have popped into it when it was running at some point.
Would I think it's a safe and okay kind of place to go? Maybe if some of the people are still there.
The madam that ran it was very welcoming, open-minded, maintained very good working relationship with everyone that came and went. You never heard of anyone being mistreated. There were some clients sometimes that were asked to leave in very physical ways. You had in your time in Waterdeep met 2 or 3 people that had either broken limbs or perhaps significant scarring from injuries sustained while being removed. But you ask around a bit, it's dude, you kind of had it coming.
Yeah. I guess what I'm saying is, does this brothel have any connection to the Thieves Guild that I ran with or not? Okay.
Completely independent.
I think this is probably one of the safer places to go then. We can head over there.
Before we leave, does this new seller have a map or?
He can give you directions. Where do you need to find?
Well, I wanted directions to the manor, and I wanted to see if he knew where Yellowcrest hunting lodge might have been, or the nobles' hunting lodges tend to be. Maybe.
They can be. Anywhere around. Well, actually, we're gonna say they can be anywhere around town. You'll need to know more about that particular noble and what property they may have invested in. Some even have lodges that take up they've built their own villages.
So not actually a lodge out in the woods.
Depends on the noble.
Do I know any Lord Yellowcrest, and name a couple other nobles of Waterdeep? This guy or this guy. Just name a couple of them. See if you can at least narrow it down a bit.
Okay, checking that over there too. I'm so terrible at checking that window unless things get really tense. Yeah, it's as far as Yellowcrest, he's not familiar offhand with where to find any of the properties. He will totally recount the story about the murders. He's heard that.
Oh, what?
Seems like most people have.
Yeah, I'm guessing there's nothing new.
It was like there were like 4 days where that was the only thing printed in the paper. Like that was like the whole page.
It wasn't ever another situation like that, was it? It wasn't like a gang or something.
No, that's what made it such a mystery.
But no other unexplained.
Well, there's always unexplained deaths in Waterdeep. But this one was catchy. The name, he remembers the name. But he doesn't know much about the family or their holdings or where you might find them outside of Waterdeep. He can give you directions to their old house.
Sure, I'll take that.
There's also a tannery not far from here that's affiliated with the Yellowcrest family.
Really? Okay.
Oh yeah, they have businesses all throughout town.
Which we knew, but that's
Yeah, so you could head over there.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take directions to that and to the thing. And there's he doesn't sell like tabloid versions, medieval tabloids.
Well,
the Sun and Duck, you know. If he has a tabloid version, I'll buy that.
No, there's just the one broadsheet he sells.
Okay, thank you. And we'll head over to the tavern.
So you're heading to the tavern, the old house, or the tannery?
Old house.
Yeah. Well, it's one of them because they're probably on the way. You know. Whatever is on the way.
Tavern.
Well, if we do the house, the tavern, the tannery, we get full circle and you get a break in between, which is always a good reward.
Or we can end the day at the tavern, and then we can just stay there the whole night.
Yep. I'm wondering if the tannery would be first. Well, let's go check out the old house.
I want to go get in trouble.
That's right. You've been good for a whole hour. It's
true. You know, I didn't even cause problems with the newspaper guy. I mean,
I'm very proud. I'm very proud of you.
You know,
the
but
restraint.
Very nice.
I didn't threaten to stab anybody or shoot anybody in the face.
That's true. And after the owlbear incident, and they threatened to stab you, I think it's a good move forward.
And I gave you guys really valuable feathers. Okay.
I'm gonna read the newspaper as we walk.
I would also like to do a perception or whatever check you think for me to see if someone is following us or watching us.
Keeping track of that, your passive perception is on one of my many windows.
My passive intelligence is 18. My passive intelligence, right?
Investigation.
Is that what it is? Wisdom.
Yeah, passive perception is based off wisdom. It's a base 13.
Oh.
So, no problem.
Okay.
Yeah, you can kind of keep an eye around. You're going to be looking out a little more than usual, which is to be expected. It doesn't take you long to make your way through the streets. People are coming and going. It's a pretty decent spring day, he said. He thinks.
Sure.
The season suddenly matters a lot because of the whole tie-in with Trollskull Manor. So we'll say it's in the spring. Which means I have to be very careful because I can't spoil what happens in Dragon Heist. Because that's a possibility now. So you head up towards the North Ward, make your way around, and when you arrive, the manor it's on a street. It's a fairly large house that sits tucked up with other houses in that area. So it doesn't have like the advantage of its own like yard or anything. But when you knock at the door, it's not long before a gentleman answers it. He's dressed very smartly in a jacket. He has a neatly tied cravat. His mustache is perfectly trimmed, and his hairline is about 3/4 of the way back. He's just a little bit shorter than Sho is. And he looks up at, "Can I help you?"
Hi, we were looking for some information on the Yellowcrest family that used to live here.
Well, that's not uncommon. Might I inquire as to what organization, publication, or individual you represent?
From Candlekeep Library, we found some books that used to belong to the family. We wanted to return them to them.
You're here to return things to the Yellowcrest family?
Yes.
I'm terribly sorry, but the Yellowcrest family has moved on after the incident. This home is now in the possession of the Falgarst family.
Oh dear. Do you happen to know where they might have moved to? I understand there was a great tragedy and just the Lord is.
Oh yes, quite. Was not very long after the incident that Lord Yellowcrest sold the home, and Master Falgarst was quite happy to take advantage of the, shall we say, discounted price.
Does the name Falgarst mean anything to me?
It's offhand, it's not one that jumps out at you. They're not a lord of Waterdeep. They're not someone that owns a great number of properties. They're just, you may have bumped into somebody at a tavern once that had a bit more money than they should have with that name, but that's about the extent it sticks in your head.
Okay.
You wouldn't happen to know where their lodge is. I understand that they may have gone to spend their days at their lodge.
Oh, there's I believe, according to the Master's report on such a thing, that they do have there was a village outside of town that Lord Yellowcrest relocated himself to grieve the loss of his family.
You don't happen to know what village that would be, do you?
That depends. How's your perception or your persuasion check?
I think we're going to check it and see it. That would be a dirty 20.
That would be a dirty 20.
Recommend it with a salted rim.
Indeed. Yes, I believe it was Greenfast would be where they have settled, where he has settled to, and perhaps restarted his, tried to start over, I suppose. How does one truly recover from that sort of disaster?
Yeah, but where is that?
There is no true recovery. It is just finding a way to honor their memory and continue.
What was that, my friend?
Where is it?
Oh, yes. Well, and then he gives you a series of directions outside of town.
How far will we get? Like, how long will it take us to get there?
About a day's travel. It's a short distance off the Tradeway, which is a major thoroughfare in and out of Waterdeep.
But the Yellowcrest still own the tannery, or did they buy the tannery and the mansion? Like, did the Falgarst family buy all of this, or did they buy just the manor?
Far be it for me to speak unkindly of Master Falgarst. The family could not possibly have hoped to afford to purchase out all of the Yellowcrest holdings in Waterdeep. The manor is here. Not that Master Falgarst desperately needs additional income. We have our own family-owned properties.
Understood.
But there are several cobbler shops as well as tanneries that are owned and operated by the Yellowcrest name.
Thanks so much for your help. What was your name?
Arnulf, madam.
Arnulf, it was a pleasure. Thank you so much. And please, we appreciate Master Falgarst taking such good care out of this, this noble home.
Of course.
And having such a kind servant.
And a good day to you.
So I'm gonna lean in to the group. What are we doing, you guys? Can we
I thought we were trying to help the little girl that you liked so much. She's not at rest, right? So we need to find out what happened and
that's what I'm saying.
Lodge.
Like, what are we doing? Like,
well, we don't know where the
what's the
lock
plan?
is, so we need to find out where it is so we can go investigate.
I think the plan is to figure out if the Lord is actually infested with a demon and if we need to take care of it.
Yeah.
I think that village is a good place to start. Honestly,
Yeah.
that would get us out of. They would get us out of Waterdeep for a bit too, which is probably good.
I think.
Well, do we still want to go talk to the because if they still own the the Yellowcrest will own the tanneries, they might know where there's like they have to send money to this guy, right? They might know where he is.
Yeah. I am very confused that if this guy actually summoned a demon and it killed a bunch of people, the family, what is it doing?
Well, so this is where can we have a sidebar with Rob?
Yeah.
You want me in on the sidebar?
Yeah, sorry.
Usually you
Yeah,
don't.
I'm looking at my notes from the first session, right?
Yep.
And we have this Lord Yellowcrest guy, right? But then I also have a note about Lord Vialis.
Same dude.
Oh,
he
Lord
was
Vialis, because he chalks this circle filled with bubbling blood, a book in his hand, and then tells Lady Maria something. I can't really read my handwriting, and that's what summons the demonic figure. And Sarah tries to draw the book that he has, which has that demonic figure on it. But that's not Yellowcrest, because he was purportedly right at this hunting lodge. But who is Lord Vialis again?
From what you've gleaned in all of your conversations, Vialis is the first name of Lord Yellowcrest.
Oh my God!
Lord
Okay,
Yellowcrest
thank
is
you.
the title. Vialis is.
Yeah, okay. Because I was confused about that. Thank you. Yes, that makes
The
a
book-
lot more sense now.
And the book that we have is the book that Sarah was writing in the vision that I had, right?
Yes, it's her journal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we could talk to the squire if we wanted to, which was Veccan.
Yeah. This was the handsome squire that Lady Maria was writing Sarah had a crush on and was writing about extensively in her journal.
Yeah, I was assuming maybe he was courting the daughter of the house.
I was like, do we know where the squire is?
We don't know.
We don't. We haven't asked.
I mean, I'm just trying to think, is there any reason for us to like keep going into Waterdeep and explore the tanneries, or is this just like a side trap for us to get pulled into some sort of dangerous and is Ember gonna get like screwed over? Like, should we just leave and go to the village and be like, peace out, Waterdeep, bye?
I think the whole point is we don't know where the Lord is, Vialis. Like, we don't know where the lodge is, so we're trying to track that, and then we can leave.
Well, we know it's in the village now.
Yeah, which they told us how to. He told us how to get there.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
then,
this green fast, right?
Yeah.
And so
Yep.
that's where he thinks Lord Yellowcrest lives now.
And I will
If you want to
confirm.
be through-
I'll confirm that Ember will remember the name of Greenfast as a exurb of Waterdeep.
Oh, okay.
You know, that's a.
So I think the question on the table is, do we risk staying,
or do we
to
exit?
Like to get more info.
Yeah. I don't know what info they can give us, except maybe if they haven't seen the Lord, but we already suspect that they haven't seen the Lord.
Well, I guess we could try to track down the squire too.
Your leads still in Waterdeep sound to me like the squire checking at the tanneries. And y'all want to get a beer at Troll Skull Manor.
Yeah.
Are there any what's the word is in my brain, but I can't say it. It's the not alchemist, but like the like a potion shop or something.
Apothecary?
Apothecary.
Yeah, an apothecary.
I feel like we have some money now, right? Can we get some
I
help?
think we should like go shopping.
Yeah.
That's not a bad plan.
We go shopping and then like leave.
So a little shopping with the apothecary row, and then maybe a beer, and then we're out of here.
I think that's what I that's my suggestion. That's my suggestion.
I'm good with it.
Okay, so
that sounds good.
apothecary to sell off the owlbear feathers.
or see what potions we could get by using them. But yes.
Yeah.
Because like there could be some really cool potion instead of just selling them.
I would like to get a health potion at least. Based on our combat, I would like to get a health potion, please.
I'm wondering if any of the
doable.
apothecaries would have any ideas on things to work on. Demons, perhaps. Don't know if we have anything.
That's true. That's true.
I do have a magical book.
I have what is it? Wait, because I didn't even look. I realized that my ring thing is. Should I put that in my inventory? Because it's not.
You probably should.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do that. But I apparently also have where is it? Hold on. Holy water.
Yes.
And a holy symbol.
Oh, that won't be bad.
Good to know. Didn't know I had those. So my backpack's pretty disorganized. It just kind of shove stuff in there, at the bottom.
You also have a stake. Just in case.
Like a long sharp stake or a yang stake?
Like a Mr. Pointy.
Like a wooden stake. I've also got some oil and a torch.
Or is it Mr. Stabby?
Some matches.
I think you stabby with Mr. Steak.
Buffy's stake name was Mr. Pointy.
Mr. Pointy.
That's right.
I think stabby is the action of Mr. Pointy.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I
also have a question. We haven't really been, at least I haven't been tracking any money we've gotten.
I haven't either.
Do we have like enough money to maybe like
I have 70
get
gold apparently.
a weapon or gear or something?
So the way we've kind of handled money in this campaign, you have as much money for things you need.
Okay.
Unless it's dramatically appropriate for it to be out of financial reach.
Okay.
I still have, by the way, I'm just saying, I still have that goop.
That's right. I forgot about the goop.
And a silver coin.
That's
What's
right.
that?
The goop from the
Was that from the very first mansion?
The
Wisgism.
ectoplasm, yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
So I'm actually going to bring that out when we get to the
Ghost
apothecary. Because I'm convinced it's got to be good for something. And I can at least convince somebody else that it is if it isn't.
Okay, so the apothecary visit will go pretty much smoothly. He will be more than happy to trade the owlbear feathers for a small case of healing potions.
Sweet.
So he'll set you up with a 6-pack.
Not the same 6-pack.
No,
For
literally.
each of them or for all of
For the bunch.
So for
That's pretty
both
good.
bunches,
Yeah.
there's only going to be 6 of them.
Yeah, he'll hand you a little wooden crate that has 6 potions lined up in it.
Okay.
Very popular. People stop in here for these on their way to the Yawning Portal.
What's that?
Yawning portal.
Oh, you don't know. He'll quickly recount because Rob can't help slipping into character even when the clock is ticking. He'll recount that the Yawning Portal is a fairly Ember will be the one who will speak up about the Yawning Portal.
Okay.
Which is a tavern in another part of Waterdeep where they actually have an entrance into the Undermountain. So people go there, they pay a gold piece, they go down an elevator, and they're free to explore the Undermountain. The catch is to get out, you have to use that same elevator or find your own way out of the Undermountain, which usually you don't. It costs a gold piece to come back up.
What's the point of the Undermountain? What's down there?
It's a massive dungeon complex created by the Mad Wizard that is full of treasures and riches that he has placed there as lures to people to come die in his maze.
Hey guys, can we go do that at some point? Because that would be fun.
Later. Let's solve one mystery at a time.
Yeah, later.
Yeah, but I do think we should go back and do that because
Yeah.
that does sound
That would be
fantastic.
fun.
Celebration thing, right?
Yeah,
so when
yeah,
we
yeah.
There you
finish
go.
getting the demon thing, we'll go party at in the under thing.
Sure, sounds
I
good.
love this idea.
That.
Okay, so hopping over to D&D Beyond.
What about my goop?
Let's see here. Sources, Dungeon of the Mad Maze. All right. How much do I got to pay for this thing? That's only $30. I can pick that up.
Ooh,
Well, you have to pay for
this is
it.
a real thing.
Oh yeah, it's an actual they have a whole campaign setting.
Can I PayPal you that?
Could it-
Then?
don't worry
'Cause I'm the
about
one
it.
who was just like, can we do this, please?
I'll check it out. I really haven't yet, but it's 23
Alinarius,
unique
we're
levels of
all
the
in it.
Undermountain, 75 monsters exclusive to it. This will be fun.
But
Anyway,
while we're
back
on the
on task.
topic of we got 6 potions, I think we should give 2 to Show and Mir, and then because they're closer in combat, and then me and you, Lenarius, get 1 each because we're quick.
But Show's like tank.
I'm a
Right,
tank,
but that
so you
means
can give
she.
me 1.
Okay,
I'm
well then
also
how
the
about
healer.
you two, Mir and Jansen take 2, especially because you could get around the battlefield faster, Jansen, if someone needs it and they're like unconscious. So you guys both take 2, and then me and Show will take 1 to split it up.
Yep.
Okay.
'Cause
I want to add
sometimes
it
if
to my
you're bad enough-
inventory
I
because
was
I'll
gonna say,
forget.
so should we add 2? Did we ever use the ones that we got forever ago? Because
Yeah.
I haven't actually been adding
Yeah,
stuff to my
we
thing,
did.
so I don't know.
Yeah, we
Okay.
did. Because
So
me
just
and
2.
Wasn't that with the hag? Didn't we use it with
yeah,
the witch?
me and Mir
Yeah.
definitely almost
So
died.
2 potions of healing.
Or is that an
Yes.
elixir of health? No, it's a potion of healing.
Potion
Yeah.
of healing. Yep.
Of healing.
I can never
that's a
find the
backpack.
regular one. I only
Or-
can see greater, superior, and supreme. I know
If you
that's
just
not
type
right.
in potion,
I just
it should
typed in
come up.
HEA, and it was like the first, like it was like
Okay.
health potion of healing. Where do we add it to? The equipment, the backpack, or the
Backpack.
chest? Okay, backpack.
Either one's fine, but
backpack.
So while we're in the apothecary shop,
Yeah.
so I'm guessing he's got potions, he's got herbs, he's got stuff like that.
What do you need?
Does he have any? Well, hold on. What's the rest of the group doing? Since they've bought,
I
their
still
things,
want
are
to
they
try.
sort
I
of
want
like-
to try to sell my goop.
Sell the goop?
Okay, you go first.
What would you like to
sell your
trade it
goop
for?
first.
What are you hoping to get?
I want to know what he's got.
He has as
Great
necessary
thing.
dramatically purposed. What are you hoping to get?
See, this is the problem. I don't know enough about what is available in the realms.
I
The
bet
problem is
he
there's
has
so much available.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
we could be here all
Owlbear
day
pendant.
discussing that.
I want.
You know
I
what?
feel like I'm. I don't know.
He's tell you what. He gets really quiet as he's coming over, and you're like, "How? Well, tell me what you got. Tell me what you can do." And he gets really quiet. Do you often find yourself in scrapes that you need to get out of quickly?
Maybe.
Perhaps your mouth has written a promissory note your body now must cash.
Maybe. What about it?
I have the thing for you. And he pulls out this silver flask with a ruby stopper on it.
Okay, it's pretty.
You'll
What
drink
about
all of it, and suddenly you'll find that particular account from which that note had to be drawn has sufficient funds.
Take my goop.
He takes the goop and he hands you the unlabeled, unmarked potion. Puts the goop away, and the DM says, "Okay, now I've got at least 2 sessions to figure out what the hell that thing does."
Right. So add unlabeled on. Got it.
Potion of filling IOU.
And I'm going to put that up on YouTube later.
Is there also like a, I don't know, like a weapon or like a clothing? Like it would be great to have like either a little bit more damage or a little bit more protection. Either way.
I think there are potions of protection, aren't there?
Well, I guess I'm saying like I would like to get like if it's available here, like if there's an item shop or like a weapon store or something.
An amulet, maybe, of like an armor amulet, if such a thing exists, or
Yeah, or even like an armory where I can get some bracers or something. Just 13
totally.
armor classes.
Yeah, you can upgrade your armor while you're here in Waterdeep.
too.
Cool.
I got 14. None of us are high, are we?
Yeah, you
No,
can
we're
totally upgrade right now.
struggling.
You're rocking.
That'd be a good plan.
We'll assume between sessions you've had a chance to update and equip as needed.
So does that just mean like a leather +1 or?
Will not be
something else?
magical.
Okay.
You guys aren't that rich,
Okay.
but yeah. So you have a chance to swap out a few things, pick up some potions. Where was your plan after the apothecary? Are we heading?
Really
other
quick before we
shops
leave,
around here?
before we leave the apostle. Yeah, are there other shops? That's good.
Like
it's
maybe like an arrow
Waterdeep.
shop.
Yep.
So
Totally
is it
can
like
restock.
a whole aisle of?
Yeah, there's a Fletcher easily within
Do
reach.
they have some trick arrows?
They do not.
Dang it!
I want to see if I can pick up information or something on how you deal with demons. That's not something we've come across before.
So as the group is kind of like milling maybe through this street with all these shops, like we're kind of maybe going to different shops, and can I duck into if there is a store that sells very like, I don't know, is there like something that would sell like trinkets or like
What you looking for?
a very sparkly thing as an apology to Ember?
As you work your way around,
Mir's not good with people, but says his Ember might be a little bit cross.
it takes it's not long.
They can't burn,
Okay.
but they can eventually figure out emotion.
You come across a
Exactly.
shop where there's a massive taxidermied beholder in the front window.
What's that?
Beholders?
It's like
Giant
the eyeball thing, the drawing that we saw.
And Ember loves eyeballs. Yes. Okay.
I don't
So
think it was a beholder.
we're bringing this back to the high school romance of I've pissed you out, so I'm going to buy you a giant stuffed animal. Just making sure that I'm following the logic here, right? Because that's seems to be what we're. I'm down for that.
I think it's just what's in the front window.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a taxidermied eyeball. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. DM is
Probably
currently
impractical
trying
to
to
carry.
find the right source book now, so he can adequately describe this. Because he has it.
Did the little sketch we saw, did that kind of look like what this stuffed animal looks like?
I don't think it was a beholder. It was something with a lot of tentacles, but I don't think it had a lot of eyeballs.
Oh,
No,
I
yeah,
thought
I had
Very
So
black and inky and.
I wrote down the description: a demonic figure with tentacles for legs and multifaceted eyes.
Yeah, like there's eyeballs on the end of the tentacles.
Yes.
Which isn't that kind of what a beholder
It kind of
looks
does.
like?
Yeah, it's not. You're not
Okay,
wrong.
I misunderstood.
Okay.
Because I didn't think the faceted eyes were on the tentacles.
Beholder.
Yeah.
Oh, that thing is horrifying. Okay, but Ember
Yeah.
Ember likes those. Is that what I'm? Or is that just what's in the window?
That's what's in the
can't tell
window.
what you're- Okay.
There's a gnome that's sitting on the counter when you creep in, and he looks over you. His eyes are really wide. He's got eyes painted. Well, here's the description, better yet. A hairless old gnome sitting cross-legged on the counter wears plume-colored robes. His cheeks are decorated with 9 purple face-painted eyes. Oh,
What's
hello,
the name
and
of this store?
welcome to the Zablab.
No, you're not here. You're somewhere else, Ember. Don't you? Nope. You don't see anything.
Welcome to the old Zablab shop. Can I help you? We have all manner of trinkets and specialties. Just the sort of thing that one of you would be looking for.
Do you have something that is very sparkly?
Sparkly. I believe we can do sparkly.
Very sparkly. Shiny. Yes.
DM's going to use his brand new dice, courtesy of Tiffany's husband, because he doesn't want to figure out how to find a D100 roller, so he's just going to grab his D100 dice, and he immediately points you at
Has to be
a
sparkly.
tiny mechanical crab. He pulls
Can
it out.
be like a jeweled crab, so it's very sparkly.
Oh yeah, it's all. I mean, it's gold and bronze. It's got a little clockwork on it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
observe, if you would. He cranks it a few times and sets it on the counter, and nothing happens.
Oh.
Give it a moment. It will. And then perhaps if I look at this, and he turns to a cabinet where he has a glass eye sitting on a little
Yes,
push
that.
button. And then he takes out the cabinet, and when he goes back to the counter with it, the crab has moved about 4 feet down the counter.
Oh. I don't know if she likes crabs.
One for now, one for
But it
later.
is very shiny. I know. I'm like.
And as you turn to look back at the eye, You then turn to look back at the crab, and now the crab has moved 1.5 feet closer to you.
Oh, it's a sneaky crab, and she's sneaky. Okay, yeah, okay. Could you? So yes, can I please purchase the sneaky crab, the sneaky shiny crab, and if possible, would you be able to write a little note to go along with the crab, please?
Oh yes, absolutely. I have parchment here if you want to write a note to your paramour. He pulls out this bright purple paper and puts an ink pot next to it.
So as much as I guess I'm an average human right now. So I guess the average human looking mirror blushes quite profusely and sort of
I understand.
A little bit quieter.
Your penmanship is not up to snuff.
Yes. Could you please write it for me?
Happy to. We wouldn't want your paramour to misunderstand your intentions because they can't make out your writing.
Yes.
And he kind of gently touches your hand. And then he starts writing.
Can you please write, I'm sorry I was an ass. Sincerely, Mir.
A bit on the nose, isn't it?
It'll do. She'll know it was from me at least.
Of course. And he begins the pen begins to flow across the page as he starts to write your message. There's a part of you that has the moment of thinking, he's taking a really long time to write 8 words.
Oh, God. Okay. Well, I mean, Mir can't read, so maybe that's what it... Who knows? Yeah.
Because you know it was 8 words.
Been learning.
But yeah.
Okay, yeah, learning.
And then he carefully folds it all up neatly, and then he kind of tweaks the air slightly, and it pops into a little like crab-like origami shape.
Okay, yes, that's very cute.
And then as he's done writing, he looks down the counter and then looks under the counter. Could you look to see if you see where it wandered off to?
Oh, no.
Because none of you were looking at it.
Oh, God. Okay.
And
I guess I'll look around.
It doesn't take long for you to find it. And for those following along, that would be number 97 on the random trinkets table, a tiny mechanical crab that moves when it's not being observed.
Okay. That's very cute.
How do you know it moves then?
Because it's not where it was when you last looked at it. Also applies to large infants. You put them down somewhere, you turn your attention away, and they're not where you left them. Little infants, they tend to stay. But around 6 or so, 6 months, suddenly, who knows? And then there's the teenage years. Thank God for GPS on their phones.
But yeah, so I guess I'll give him the owl bear feathers that I had from Jansen.
That didn't go towards the potions?
Or, I mean, we had so many of them.
Yeah,
and
you have some. You got some coin. He'll
got
trade
some gold. And,
yeah, exchange happens, no problems.
Well, I gotta get rid of my goop.
Okay. You did get rid of your goop.
I did.
You did, but you have the mystery potion that Rob now has his homework to figure out what it is.
Yeah, so I'll leave the shop and rejoin the group then.
Okay.
Is there where how do we find rings?
Rings?
Yeah.
An enchanter shop maybe.
Are there any of those nearby?
Probably.
It'll probably be really expensive.
Yeah, magic items are relatively expensive to come across. You could find a lot of non-magic ones.
And what is a silver coin worth?
1/10 of a gold piece.
So not a lot.
No. Unless it's a rare coin, you could have to go find a collector.
It was one of the coins that we got from that place. Like, I took it. Do you remember?
So does not narrow it down.
I remember I wasn't supposed to take it and I took it, but all I wrote was silver coin because I thought I would remember.
Was this in the Raven?
Yeah, I think so.
Probably.
Castle thing? Okay.
It's not that rare of a coin then.
Okay. Also, am I supposed to have everything I own in equipment?
Probably.
Or should it? Yeah? What's the point of backpack?
Oh, that's like specialized list of places that you would put there. I don't usually track this much. As long as you guys don't get crazy with it and start going, I am going to pull out an entire campsite worth of gear from my backpack.
All right, cool.
I don't usually care too much about encumbrance unless you all make me.
Unless we have a bag of
Not
holding.
yet. I'm
Nope.
sure we'll accidentally make you at some point.
Ahem.
So as we as we rejoin as a group,
Like give the teacher a glare and suddenly Lennar's
Don't
like,
look at me
okay,
like that.
No. You've got yourselves geared up. You're ready to go. Are your next stop then is the tavern for the night, and in the morning you set out for Green Fast.
Yeah.
Is that the plan?
That sounds like a good plan.
That's a
as
good
we head
plan.
back to the tavern,
Kinda depends on what
Mir's
time
going
of
to
day
walk
it is.
up next to Ember and just sort of shove the crab package and crab origami note into Ember's hands and sort of go, "This is for you," and sort of walk away awkwardly.
Thank you.
And then like kind of disappear, like immediately turns and like goes up into Troll Skull Manor, like the first one through the door.
Yeah, just like beer. Like that was a lot of socializing and a lot of like stress.
They're
Ember
like, do you want one
unfolds the
beer? No,
note.
4.
And there's a letter. My most dearest friend and comrade, I have erred in horrible and terrible ways against you, and I hope that you accept this small token of my affection and appreciation for all you have done for me, for which I have shown so little respect in my most recent actions. Sincerely, in all heartfelt kindness, Mir.
Now Ember's gonna think Mir. It's not from Mir though, because it sounds nothing like them. The like, I'm sorry, I was an ass is definitely more on brand.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna like look at Show and be like, I don't think this is her handwriting. I am bewildered. Can I look at the little crab?
Yeah, it's a little clockwork crab.
And it's
cute.
shiny.
It's shiny.
He's cute. I am confusion. And I will walk in and try to see where Mir has run off to.
In the darkest, shadowiest corner of the tavern with like 4 beers in front of them.
Oh yeah, as soon as you walked in, there was a half elf in a tight leather jerkin working the bar, and she came in and she's like, "Here," and immediately there's one in front. Like you don't have to say anything, and she has got you covered. A woman in kind of flowing silk robes and dress is standing at the top of a spiral staircase, watching, kind of like overwatching everything. She definitely seems to have a measure of it. And as Ember comes in, or Rain in this case, you would actually recognize her as the former owner. Although rumor said that she died in the fire.
Sus.
Which itself is perhaps a story that if you were not on your way out of town in the morning, you'd have to investigate. For the most part, the evening passes. There's a halfling who purports to be one of the co-owners that ensures that no one's tankard is empty and that no one sits silent for very long, as there's a constant flow of bards, singers, storytellers. It is quite the party.
I hate this. Just FYI.
Mir, you
When
drunk
I
enough
go to
wanna try
get-
birding?
What?
I was gonna hand you another beer. That's what I thought.
If I go to like refill my drink at the bar, I don't really know what to say at this point because I don't really know what knowledge I do or don't know, but can I like do some type of like like talking, or like I don't look like me, but I know that this place was burned because they didn't like people who don't look like them. I kind of want to just like hear what the the barmaid or whoever's serving drinks kind of knows what happened, where that guy is.
Oh, the fate of the bar?
Yeah,
oh,
like
he,
what?
He passed a few years back. We're under new management now. A small adventuring company has refurnished and set the bar up.
An adventuring company?
That's a bit of a longer story, though. And she starts going on about some different people that have come and gone. A bit of a story about the fabled lost gold embezzled by Neverember. And you could easily pass the evening just listening to her kind of prat around between pouring drinks about their exploits. However you spend the night, next morning comes, you feel refreshed, you're ready to see what happens, and the four of you set out for Greenfast, a place that allegedly one valet, Yellowcrest, has made his new home in the wake of the mysterious death of his family. Which is not the cliffhanger I was hoping to get to today, but it's not a bad place to pin this for the next time we get together.
At least I'm not going to be screaming, but no! This time.
I know, I feel like I have failed us. Because this is one of the first times since we started playing where we got to like a neat wrap up and not a, oh no, hyper cliffhanger, but I think I've got you still pretty well hooked, don't I?
Technically, the last one was similar.
Yeah.
Not for me though. Like I remember, I was like really into what was going on. I will say though, like I'm one of those people that I'm like, I don't wanna hang out. I don't wanna hang out. I don't wanna do stuff. I just wanna. But then like once I do it, I'm like glad that I did. And every single time, I'm like, I don't wanna. And then like as soon as like I get here, I'm just like, I just wanna like, can we just like play all day? Could we just 24 hours? Can we just like not stop?
Yeah, I have not yet set a channel point level for the 24-hour D&D stream. But I've had a few people say, when are we going to do that? Like, when I'm retired.
Summer at the earliest.
Which is June.
Nice.
We'll do it to celebrate your not having to be a teacher anymore.
Yeah, we'll do something fun like that. And then we are going to be talking in our Discord. We will pick our next date. I will make sure I put it out on the Twitters as soon as we have it locked in. But it's often the case when you are an adult, that can be a lot harder to do. But I'm always grateful whenever I can get these four amazing people together to play Dungeons & Dragons, because these are four of my favorite people. Which, thanks to Twitch, not to oversell it, has introduced me to so many amazing people in the last year. So, as we wind down the session and the party begins to walk into the woods, let's kind of go around the table again. Who are you? Where does everybody find you if they want to follow you in particular? And what was your star of the session today? What was the part that you're like, yeah, that was really cool. That's the one I want to come back to later. We'll go backwards in opposite directions. So Tiffany, you are up first.
Hey. Hi, I'm Tiffany, or TS, and I played Show. I'm not online a lot. Rob does have the link for my art at TS Lamb, which I have started trying to put some more stuff up on. Currently, it is dice my husband has made, so I guess you can go check that out. Otherwise, I'm here next Wednesday on Lantern Noir's channel for Convergence. My star of the night, I think I have got to go with Jansen going to track down owl bears and then the gold dragon coming to save our butts. But I think that was my favorite, because we're like, haha, we knew it, and don't die because of owl bears.
That'll work. Molly.
Hi everybody, I'm Molly or Barely Molly or Bear, whatever you prefer. And I don't do a ton of streaming, but I do have a D&D stream coming up that on my channel in the month of February, so be on the lookout for that. And then I post a lot of art. There is going to be much art from tonight's session for sure on my Twitter coming soon, because Tiny Baby Crab needs to be perceived. And I think honestly, like the star of my night was like this little like adventuring and then this long poem written heartfelt letter kind of deal. Like, so I loved that. That was super cute.
Sweet. Let's see. Upper. All right, Linarius?
I'm Millenarius. I do stream on Twitch. But I also have the Twitters and YouTubes and all of those things as well. And I'm actually, which I know, Lantern, you're probably gonna be excited about this one. Tomorrow is supposed to be, unless it breaks, which is a high possibility because borked goods, I sell them all the time. My first like VR AR stream that I've got set up, and like I have a whole entire like green room thing, and I'm really excited about it. But yeah, so that's kind of what's in the works for that. And then for the day, I normally I want to say something different than what's already been said, but I think the owl bear thing, and specifically the nice acrobatic, I'm gonna pluck and run, misty stepping after jumping with the clutch.
Oh, good. It was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
It was fun. All right, and then we'll go over to Jesse.
Hi everyone, I'm Jess, or Enceladasaurus, and I am on Twitter and YouTube and Twitch. I stream programming, machine learning, game dev stuff, tech and fun, let's just say. And I think my favorite moment from tonight was the realization that no matter how hard I try to like set something up, Rob's always gonna have a curveball. And in this case, the shop seller just like writing this giant paragraph the entire time. I was like, oh god, what have I gotten myself into? And I think honestly that is one of the best feelings as a player, because like you sort of feel like whenever you start to feel like you're actually in control of what's happening, that's when you're not gonna have as much fun. Right? It's kind of when you are sort of like thrown into these random situations and everything is kind of unpredictable that you have the most fun. So that to me was definitely a wonderful, wonderful way for that situation to go. So I can't wait for next time.
Awesome. And we'll do that. And then my name is Rob, aka Lantern Noir, and I got to be everybody else, which was a lot of fun. I guess my star for the night is just how much I love that we, technically speaking, all of these adventures are what they call railroads, because there's A to B to C to D, and somehow we manage to be very sandboxy with them. That we manage always to find something kind of fun to throw off to the sides. And which was a lot. The owlbear thing I thought was a throwaway comment, and I didn't think was going to turn into a whole scene, but yet it did. And so yeah, it was just a lot of fun hanging out with you guys, as it always is. And we will totally talk on our Discord between now and our next session about any equipment you guys picked up while you were in town, because obviously this is the best place to completely refurnish anything non-magical you think you need. We'll take care of that then. I will be back here tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. for my usual weekend coffee streams, my coffee and community building, because I'm playing Medieval Dynasty and I'm literally building a community. So it kind of checks out. And then, so come over, hang out for there while you wait for Linarius to start their AR stream, because that's also going to be epic and awesome and crazy fun. Because I've played with some of those toys, and the toys alone are fun. I can't wait to see him in action. And then, yeah, tomorrow night is yeah, coming up tomorrow night is going to be Dragon Heist, which the party has met. This party has met that party after their campaign. So we'll see what happens there, so you can kind of get the backstory there. Tuesday, we're supposed to do another happy hour. We don't have a topic yet. Maybe we'll talk about Warforged and the changes that the Eberron campaign brought into the game. Or we'll just talk about campaign settings, because there's a lot of good conversation there. And then next Wednesday, you can see Tiffany and Molly back here for the Convergence, which is my homebrew 5th edition game. So lots of great opportunities in the coming the week to see lots of fun stuff here. I think, do we have any more to wrap up on? Or are we good? All right. In that case, let's get set to go see somebody. Unlike the coronavirus, sharing is caring, so I always like to raid out to somebody. And in this case, we're going to raid out to Sensei Suplex. Hopefully he has enough game left before he calls it a day. They're 3 hours in, but they're playing D&D. I stumbled into his streams a little while ago where he was doing a lot of game prep. So he seems like a really great guy. A lot of fun stuff over on his channel. So hopefully y'all have a good time hanging out with him. When you arrive with the raid, please send my regards. I would raid with you, but now I do my aftercare with my players. And they are my priority. I always dedicate a block of time in the session to talk to them. Make sure we all had a good time. Make sure we all want to come back to the table. And if we don't, what can we do to fix that? So thank you for being with us this morning. I'll be back, as we've mentioned. We will all be back in about a month. We'll let you know as soon as we know what that date is. Until we play a game again, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, please stay safe.